Welcome in. Welcome in. I had to turn some stuff off real quick. Takes a minute for people to get notified anyway, so I'll wait for people to see that we're live and ready to do a tarot reading. Hello, ladies. Welcome in. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Hi, Anna. Hi, KC. Hi, Alban. Hi, Tiger's Eye. Hi, Jill. Hello, Amy. Hello, and hello, Sarah. All right. We'll let some people see that we're active and live. This is going to be about a reading of 2024. We'll see what happens. All right. We'll give it a minute. I'm not going to start right away. I'm going to finish my cigarette, drink my Dunkin' Donuts. Something new. I'll click for more layouts or manage them from settings. I don't care about the layouts. I did not customize this. I was going to put a banner at the bottom, but my camera was all wonky. So I was like, shit, I got to fix the camera. So I took all my time doing that. It was just showing too much borders and stuff like that I'm like, nah, I don't really care for that. Move it just a little bit, it messes up. Okay. I hope everybody had a good Christmas if you celebrate it. Mine was nice. Mine was good. Okay. Let's see. New Year's resolution. Try to quit smoking. I'm going to try. It's going to be tough, but I've already cut back, but still, I need to quit. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay. While you guys get settled, if you don't mind hitting the like button, it helps the channel. I'm going to shuffle for a little while. First. It's funny. One of my son's toys is in here, and I got a skeleton lily with a shit grin on its face, just sitting over on a box staring at me right now. I didn't even know that was down here. I thought that went upstairs in the closet. It's creepy because it's like aimed right at me, like, hi. Thanks, kids do. He probably came down here with it and left it. Like, oh, he'll see this. If you keep noticing I stare over there, I'm looking at it. Okay. Oh, been cleaning and chilling. That's good. Okay. Let's see what happens. All signs. So I'm just gonna say it. So manifestations, Queen of Pentacles. I see the Queen of Swords on a different deck. The Magician on another deck. Getting balance on another deck, and discovery on another deck. I have decks all around me. But I also saw the King of Swords on this deck, the first deck in the deck I'm shuffling. First card I saw. So you're probably going to have a lot of new communication. I feel like new communication, I feel like you're going to discover a lot more new communication with people. You may be careful too. The Magician is sideways, but if I were to pick it up, it would be in the reverse. You may be careful with who you trust in celebrations. Look at this. The High Priestess is underneath that, just because it's like if it's not something new or exciting, you're not going to roll with it. I feel like you'll be very cautious. I get like this cautious energy, but also expanding with communication with with people. And I'm going to tell you that it's brand new people. I do feel like being very like wanting to be open vocally. So you may attract that, or that may be attracted towards you in 2024. If I had to put it on you or on them, it feels like you're open to it. Like I feel more like I'm getting grasping you more than them. Now, if you've been holding back from allowing that in, that could be why, whatever that's about. Or just been feeling like you've been, I'm going to say, too busy to open up. There it is again, the King of Swords, the communications, something like that. Okay. We'll start in order. Here we go. I'll put the sign on the screen so everybody knows where we're at. I am going to change the color, if it lets me, to pink. All right. Aries. I'm going to start with Aries. Okay, here we go. King of Wands. King of Swords. All right, show me something for the Tower change. Definitely wanting things to change in a sexual environment for Aries. I'm going to tell you, Aries is this is probably going to be more towards an Aries that hasn't had sex in a while, to be real. This is for the Aries who hasn't had somebody. I've got a couple things on. I'm going to put the cards down. So I get a couple things on Aries. So you could either be daydreaming. I have this weird energy I'm getting off the zodiac of Aries, and I know it's you. I know it's you. You tell me it's not you, you'd be crazy. That's not me. That's not how I feel. Let it sink in. Give it a couple months. I bet you'd be like, son of a bitch. It's like what is in the air tonight kind of energy. Show me something for Aries. Show me something for Aries for 2024, please. What's the message? What will happen? Here we go. Ooh, you got like half the deck. One did fall though. What is going on with the Ten of Wands? Some of you guys will be okay. So it's kind of coming off like you may feel like you don't want to be flustered or hot-tempered in 2024. And I do want to tell you, this has to do with things you've already dealt with. You have I don't want any habitual energy around me. You're almost coming off. It's kind of borderline arrogant / cocky. I'm gonna be real. That's the energy I'm feeling. Borderline arrogant / cocky energy when it comes to what you've dealt with. And if it's not that, what I'm missing, what I could be missing is it's like one track where it's like no one's gonna tell you any different. No one's gonna change your mind. Once your mind's made up, that's it. And I get this energy where it kind of embodies the energy of people around you where they may not like it, or they may look at it like arrogant or cocky. I don't feel like they look at it like stubborn. They just look at it like, well, that person just doesn't fucking listen. Something like that. But as far as old relationships, I feel like when it comes to the communication, the Ten of Wands and the Empress in reverse, it's lacking growth. So places, people, situations you've dealt with, I don't really feel like you're going to want to give it another chance. So some of you, if in 2021, 2022, or 2023 you're in Aries and you thought you were willing to renegotiate or barter a situation or make a situation work, you're not doing that in 2024. You're going to be really focused on the King of Pentacles, kind of standing your ground. I get like a, I don't, you might be focused on career and finance, maybe even looking up, looking better, changing your, the way you look or the way you feel. I get like a physical, wanting to embody like, more of, I get a lot of energy off this card for you. It's like fun, money, but also as much as it's the money isn't there as much as standing. I get this like I want to stand on my own. I want to stand my ground. Fuck what everybody else says. Kind of energy. Um, your back's kind of towards it with that Three of Wands energy. It's almost like, and it could just be that your back's toward you have. If you've had your back up against the wall in relations with people, I don't feel like that's going to be your mindset or focus. I feel like you've already changed that chapter. I feel like with the the queen, the Queen of Water, you might have come to the theory I have to cut that out. But every time I get you, you have a lot of ace and you have a lot of fire energy, passionate energy. The Ace of Wands can be very passionate. I feel you have a lust reading. I have to tell you. When I was shuffling, I was like, this is gonna. That's why I put my hands up like this. I'm like, what the fuck is this lust situation? So are you daydreaming about having a good time? But at the same time, it's like you don't really. I don't feel like you're gonna initiate rushing towards it. It doesn't feel like that's your full blown focus. I feel I got a weird message for you. It's like it's what you fucking want, but you're you haven't settled, but you haven't got what you've wanted. So it's kind of making you look like a bitter bitch. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and you might not realize how much it's exuberating out of you, how much it shows. It's what it is. And I'm not trying to be a dick if you're an Aries. It's just what I'm getting. Hey, what else is here? Oh my God, you just landed on the whole fucking situation looking at it. It may feel like it's very impractical. I get this impractical energy or it lacks true trust. Eight of Wands is reversed, true growth. Like it lacks it. And I feel like you're sitting there. You don't trust it. There's a message here where you're not trusting shit. And it has a lot to do with the past. This is going to be a strong year, Aries, for you, for healing, for you healing. And I'm going to tell you, with that Five of Swords energy, I feel like it's you letting go. You're not really being frazzled. You're not feeling misconstrued or in contempt with situations. The Hangman's in reverse. And I think you know that. You will. If you don't know it now, you will. King of Swords. I have some indication. So you either have air placements, fire, or earth placements if you're an Aries, or there's another side message if that's not what I'm getting out of these three cards. The King of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. So you're either gonna look good when you talk. People are gonna kind of, I get like a gravitation energy towards you. The thing is, are you gonna want to deal with it? Every time I pick up energy around you, it's like no. King of Chalices. I don't know if it's more or less I don't want to be overwhelmed or the Three of Swords. I don't want anybody to fuck with my heart kind of energy because that's what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like I've moved on from my sorrows. I've made these decisions. Yes, I want love, but I need to really maybe trust in the celebrations that can happen. Because everything that has fucking happened has put me in a dilemma where I'm focused on things outside of family. Maybe more of your own securities. And I don't feel like that's what you want. I do feel like you're all back and forth. I don't feel like you're backpedaling, but I feel like you're back and forth on if emotional support is worth the investment or if it should be hung up to dry. It definitely says you want to play with it. These are on your thoughts a lot, is what it's showing me too. Let's see if I can get you something else for next year. Switch decks. I brought 2 down. I don't know if I'm going to use the other one I brought down or a different one. I think I might, but I got to see which one I brought down. Okay. I know I brought this one down. Where did I put the other one? So many over here. What did I do with it? I brought 2. I'm not even sure which. It wasn't that one. And that's been down here forever. I am not 100% sure where I put that one down, the second one. So, I guess I'm going to get the deck I was staring at before I started. Okay, just bear with me a second. It's funny, when I came out tonight, I didn't plan on using the other deck I came down here with, and now I don't know where I put it down. It's down here somewhere. It's one of these, and I know it's almost like it's out of plain sight. Maybe that was for a reason. I knew the one I'm using I wanted to use. It's like, oh, I'm definitely using this one. All right. It's going to drive me nuts because I know it's not that one. I know it's not that. These 3 in front of me have been down here. The gold one I used recently. The black one was sitting in front of me. Unless I left it upstairs. I don't think I did, though. I could have sworn I carried it down. Here we go. What will happen for Aries in 2024? What's the message for Aries? Can you give me something else? Give me a little bit more of a glimpse into next year for Aries. Show us something for them. You won't really tolerate anything that feels. Every time I get this energy, you're not going to really let things get to you. You're not really willing to let things get to you. With that 5 of Wands reversed, the Sun is in reverse. The 9 of Wands. If there were things that got to you in the past, I feel like you're not going to let that happen. I almost feel like you're going to be too smart, to deal with it, to let it make you feel exhausted, or the 8 of Cups, overwhelmed. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. I don't think you're going to let things get to you. Or if you haven't worked on that in 2023, you're going to work on that big time in 2024. Or if you worked on it in 2023, but it didn't seem significant, significance is just going to increase in this goal in 2024, which is the number of the universe. Maybe it's going to help you with that. What else? Show me something for the zodiac sign of Aries, please. What's the message for Aries 2024? What do you have? Ooh. Work. Very goal-oriented in 2024. Very, very goal-oriented. Ooh, what is that? Lightning bolt. I get a weird. So I get a. You'll be very goal oriented in this upcoming year, Aries. Is what it's showing me. You'll stick to the things that feel like they can work. You also maybe on the go a lot. This is to me. You're either going to be on the go a lot or you're going to be traveling more than maybe expected. Some of you, that's as simple as expanding an investment. I feel a strong drive out of those two cards. Now on the emotional part, Knight of Cups to the Six of Swords in reverse. Anything you've dealt with of damage control that you've had to overcome. With the Knight of Cups to the Six of Swords in reverse, I feel like that's kind of like you purging. You're releasing anything that upsets you. This just kind of continues with it making me feel like you're just going to push with the energy or the momentum to go forward. You may also encounter, I'm going to say, have encounters with people that sporadic or spontaneous encounters that just show up out of the blue or wasn't planned and just happens quickly. I feel like this is going to happen a lot for you in 2024. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the King of Cups. Clarify it. Let's clarify the four. For Aries, here's the first one. So you're going to have to make the call. It's almost like you're going to have to decide if you want to open or shut the curtain. I feel like you're going to have to trust yourself in this situation. Something to do with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords. You may feel like you have a very back and forth reading when it comes to the relationship factor. It's almost like it doesn't seem as if it's something that would work out or make sense, but at the same time, it looks very persuasive. You have this. So this is where I feel like this is telling me, what are you going to do? Two of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Are you going to go after it? Or are you not going to go after it? Let's see what the cards say. I bet you go after it. I would put money on that. The Moon, the Seven of Swords. You're not going to feel like emotionally like it's trustworthy. The Four of Swords is reversed, and the Nine of Swords. And you're going to struggle to get it out of your head, is what it's telling me. Knowing if it's almost like you're going to tell yourself it's too fucking good to be true. And it's kind of getting on my nerves. Let me just say something I don't typically say. The wrong ordained pre-manifestation or thought can actually bring you to an ending before a beginning's even started. So if you're perpetually manifesting the outcome or a desire, and you're not careful with what you think's going to happen, you're kind of helping the universe allow that to show you what's going to happen. Clarify the Emperor in reverse. So you're going to be having to juggle who you deal with, what you deal with, or if it's worth it, is what it's showing me. With you in reverse, the 10 of Wands before you in reverse, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. For you to reach the balance, the 4 of Wands is before that with the Judgment in reverse, 8 of Swords upright, worry and anxiety. The 10 of Cups is reversed, and that's with the Death card. So you may not really be feeling like the commitment is trustworthy. Now, this is going to pertain to an Aries who has a very high anxiety. This reading, this part of the Aries reading is an Aries that you know that you, whether you hide it or the world knows, you have high anxiety. And you can't say, if you don't have high anxiety and this resonates, kudos, because I wouldn't probably pick up that for myself to tell you. That would be you getting one on me. But if this feels like somebody who knows they have high anxiety, and another thing is, you're either quick to shut off and shut down, or you're quick to say no. And not everybody's good at that. Not everybody's fucking good at saying no. You know, to people or situations. This is an Aries that can say fucking no, like no, like you might not even have to say it. You just went, and I feel like that was in the first part of the message, the first cards I used. All right, anything else for Aries? Let me shuffle for a second, and then we'll move. Gave you way too long of a reading, Aries, but I beat the hell out of you in the beginning. I'm sorry about that, but I can't lie to you about what I'm feeling because it won't make sense. Shit, half of it didn't. Half of it kind of gave me a weird, like a. I didn't like it in the beginning. In the beginning, I remember more of what I didn't like than what I did like. That's interesting. That may be something you pay attention to in 2020. The zodiac sign of Aries. Do something for Aries for 2024. What's the message for Aries 2024? Clarify why that's in reverse, please, for Aries, because I have no idea. Queen of Cups again on the bottom of the deck. All right, so you're going to be very focused on balance with money, health, and love. And I think you know that. And I feel like the theme here is, you know, you've already got two of them under the belt. And I feel like if there's anything else that's missing, it's love. I feel like it's the fucking love that you want, the growth, the Four of Pentacles, the thing that feels like it's been in a coffin, or it hasn't come in the way you wanted. It's been more of a flirtatious energy or a sexual connection that doesn't last. Some of you get intrigued by this energy as well, by the flirtatious sexual drive or energy with another person. It's like a turn on is what I'm getting. Like it turns you on, maybe to feel free, not to feel tied down. So if you're the style that doesn't stay committed to somebody, you like the pull, you like the back and forth with a person, the meddling. What the fuck? You got this again. It keeps telling me you're trying to let go of things that didn't work out. Three of Wands, and also potentially expand emotionally. But that's going to be the big part of your message for 2024. Is while you're trying to, I feel like while you're trying to balance or get things in a position that makes you feel, I don't want to say in control, but maybe ahead, or comfortable. And I get this, like, I want to feel comfortable, confident, but at the same time, your message is clearly telling me that you're probably missing love more than anything. Hold on. This is a single person. This is definitely a single person's reading. King of Cups to the Five of Cups. I feel like it's a lonely single person, whether you would admit it or not. And I get it's like not the energy of somebody who, I'm not saying you fucking sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but I get the energy like you would open up to an opportunity or let it excite you. The Sun, though, it reversed with the Nine of Pentacles. Something about you're struggling to trust this. I can't. It's getting on my fucking nerves. You want it. The Queen of Wands energy makes me feel like you're very passionate to it. You want to see the excitement in the Tower, the changes. You know, you want to see it. You definitely have a "it's too good to be true," the celebration reading. When it comes to love, the Ten of Cups reading, it feels like it's just somebody feels like when it getting balanced, it's too good to become true, or it never shows up, or the endings always happen. Two of Pentacles, the Emperor in reverse. It always ends up being not what you wanted or expected. The King of Wands is it's very flirtatious or sexually driven, and it doesn't hang around for long. This is somebody who doesn't stay. If you're a fucking Aries, excuse my language, and I don't mean to cuss at you like that, but if you're an Aries that you've been in a relationship for 10 or 15 years and then you broke it off, I don't think I'm reading you. This is somebody that you might have been in one and it's been a couple of years since you've been in another. You've entangled with people, but you haven't gotten serious with people, or you kind of just stop communicating with them. Like the communication just goes broken, silent. The building just drops. So it's like at first it looked good. It looked like I don't know his name. The guy looks like fucking like the guy on Saved by the Bell, like a skinny version. But it starts out hot and heavy, or it you feel magnified, or like you guys are connected at first. But then the Eight of Wands to the Page of Pentacles, it just drops off. Somebody feels like they were left out, or it was a waste of time. They run their thoughts on it, or if it's something they can trust. I feel like in 2024, a lot of Aries are going to learn or rebuild structure. I feel like your big message that I may be missing is this. I feel like you're going to be structuring your love situation. So some of you'll stay very independent. You'll work on your health. But at the same time, it looks more to me like the message that's important is you focusing how to stay independent, stay independent, get trustworthy with love, and learn from the situations, whether it's the way you go about them treating them or letting them treat you. It's one of the two, or it's both. It could be both, for whatever reason. Okay, anything else that wanted to fall? It's just telling me what it started with. When it comes to the past, these cards all came out already, and almost in the same order. Almost in the same damn order. That was here, that was here. Six of Swords in reverse. It's just telling me the battles you've had, you're not going backwards. And I don't feel like you stress about that either. I don't feel like you waste your time with that. This is an Aries that I think you you spend a lot of time on your own. You're not with people all the time. So if you're an Aries and you're always out all the time, this probably isn't. I'm probably not resonating with your energy, to be honest. If you're like a night owl that, you know, is hitting every bar in town, you know, going to this place and that place consistently every night, I'm not picking you up. That's not the style of person I'm picking up, and I know it's not. Here we go. We're gonna go to Taurus. All right. Hopefully we're not at -1 with it resonating. God damn. Taurus. King of Pentacles. You're going to be very goal oriented / money driven. successful, something about you becoming very successful. It could have a lot to do with you learning or putting the work in with that Hermit card. Some of you, it's just not wanting to follow suit or be in a position where you don't have. I'm done. Where you don't have money. Like you're gonna build money. You're gonna make money, or solid adjustments. I feel like it's growth in finance. I want to know what else you're gonna get. I already like what yours is going. Yours isn't telling me no love shit yet. It's just telling me about what you're doing. It isn't trying to let. It's not making me dig like in pry yet. I'm not prying yet. Thank God. I will be in a second. Let's see if it lets. If it lets. Taurus. Show me something. I don't feel like this is something, and I keep showing up. It's the 10 of Swords in reverse. I don't feel like that's something you're doing in 2024. I think that's something you've already acknowledged. I have this energy where you're not letting shit get to you. And you know that that's the best attitude to have right now, or mindset, frame of mind right now. Hold on. Taurus, show me something. 2024. Why do I feel like towards the mid of the end of the year, you could get more serious? Some of you could end up getting more serious next year. I'm going to tell you midway through with a commitment. If a commitment was to come in, I get this energy where if you were to get serious within a commitment, it's in the mid of next year, or it's at the end. It's towards the end, like so. It's either in like summertime or the fall and on. I don't see it happening before, like in the spring. Maybe it's just starting in the spring, and you're entertaining it. If things get good, you'll know by the summer or the fall. Whatever. Here we go. I don't know. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles. You have a very, very structured working. I'm going to say something weird. Appetite. It's almost like you have an appetite or you're craving expansion. So I get this. I want to learn more, but I also want to. You have some weird energy right now. I'm feeling. I just got like I want to learn more. I want to own more, but I also want to have more. You don't come off like I don't have enough. You just come off like you want more. Okay? So you're probably managing all right now. And if you're doing okay after the holidays, it's probably just going to gradually grow. You may have to be distant with a certain somebody. And this certain somebody, you may know who they are. I'm going to tell you, it could be a woman. This could be a woman. Keep your ideas to yourself as well. I feel like there may be somebody that's not the right person to open up to you. So, you know, when you have this great idea, whether it's a good idea, great idea, whatever it is, I feel like what ends up happening is you end up, it's almost like so I get like you want to reinvest in yourself, or you have a very entrepreneurial energy for 2024. Some of you may try to figure out how to create a business or venture into a business. It could be as simple as somebody not liking the ideas that somebody tries to instill in something you're trying to create. Let's keep going. 2024 Taurus. Why? Why? What's the message here? Okay. So something's going to unfold for Taurus. This tells me with the Chariot and the Nine of Swords, it feels like something unfolds for you. Something for the better happens for you in 2024. And I feel like somebody doesn't like it. Could be an air energy, by the way. But I feel like somebody... So what does that mean? Are they making things harder for you because they're not happy where they sit? Probably. It feels as simple as that. Why is the moon in reverse? You'll probably understand once. You may already know who this person is. Whoever this person is, it's like you're trying to concentrate and they're struggling with concentration. So they throw these ideas at you because it's almost like somebody's projecting what's bothering them while you're propelling. I don't like it, but it's what I'm seeing. And I feel like you're going to know who the person is quickly. Something about the water can't sit still because you're aware of it. The Sun is in reverse in the Nine of Pentacles. This person is either confused or conflicted. The Hanged Man with the Nine of Cups. They could be going through emotional wounds or trauma. The Three of Wands. They need to get out or find excitement and start to love again. Because of things of the past that may have happened that were toxic, they need to let go of that grudge. The Four of Pentacles focus on stability and playful energy. They need to make that decision because they feel like the man in the shadow. The person feels like they're in your shadow or they've become a shadow. This is fucking a very weird reading. Let's keep going. The Five, they're lonely or they're upset. They feel left behind or something about I feel dishonored. Seven of Wands. I feel like they're struggling to look at the successes that they could have, the engagements they could have, the excitements they could have, the love that could come towards them. The Knight of Swords. They could go towards it. It's going to take a lot of strength in rebuilding. Every time they're not ready for it. Whoever this is around you, you have somebody that's in your energy that's not emotionally happy. And they know they need to get out of it. The Emperor's in reverse. They're depressed. This is a depressed person. King of Wands is reversed. Two of Pentacles. They need to make a decision. Nine of Wands. Fight for themselves. The Empress is reversed. The Magician. You have somebody that I feel like feels as if they lack clarity or judgment or excitement with the world. They may stay, I don't know why, they may stay up late at night, or they may look for your emotional support all the time in 2024, whatever that's about. Because they feel depleted. They feel depleted with the Six of Pentacles and that person's in the hospital. They feel depleted, or they've let the past get the best of them when they should be focusing on the direction that's best for them. There may be somebody around you that learns a lot from you, gravitates towards you if they already aren't a part of your circle. Because I'm not going to say it's just an inspiring factor. I feel like they need to open their eyes and kind of navigate more into a direction that you're going into. Because you come off very nonchalant in the reading. Almost like you don't want to be burdened or be victimized. But you may have somebody around you that feels that way. That's what it's telling me. The Tower. Clarify the Tower, please, for Taurus. Ooh, it flipped around like so many times. The Queen of Pentacles. I get like uncertain. The person may struggle to focus on their beauty, their health. I hope it's not like they're so depressed they're not taking showers or making themselves look presentable because they just don't care. Some of you it could be that, but it seems more like I just gotta. I feel disheveled. Now, if it's not with a thing of trauma, that trauma bond they're fighting, it could be with financial or health. But it looks more. I would say finances or trauma more than I would say health. What's going on? It's almost like somebody wants to be able to tell you. I don't get it. I don't get why I'm feeling this energy on it, but I guess somebody wants to be able to tell you, "I told you so." The thing that's weird about this, when I look down at these, okay, let me show you what I'm looking at. When I see this, and then it jumps into that, this is where I feel like they're like, I want to be able to tell this person, I told you that would happen. I told you so. Queen of Wands. You know, we had the conversation. We sat on the couch. We spoke about it. I don't feel like they're going to be making the right judgment call. In other words, somebody wants to tell you, I told you so, and they're wrong. Huh. Right. Give me something else for Taurus. Switch. Give me something else. Different energy, please. 2024 Taurus, please. What do we got? For you. One more. Here we go. Ooh, the sun's on the bottom. I'm going to do something different for you. Bottom and top. Just one and one. Why is the four swords reversed? I feel like you gravitate towards people you can work with next year. That's it. You have I won't be open to distractions of the past energy. Two of Swords. Yeah, okay, I have to say it. All right. I didn't expect this. This made me feel like I need to tell you your mind's definitely made up. The Two of Swords, I'm like, your mind's already made up. Then it came up with a Two of Chalices in reverse. That just indicates to me with the Nine of Swords under the Four of Swords, and then you have the Eight of Pentacles, you being kind of like a spark or intrigued with situations, letting go with that Three of Chalices. And Three of Wands, not really focused on things that you've already dealt with. You won't do it in 2024. You have a weird. I want to opt into. It's not weird. It just come. I optimize. I don't use that word. Optimize my opportunity. Maybe it's for the family. The bottom. Some of you may have to say goodbye to somebody in 2024. Somebody that you care about is what it tells me. Somebody that you have a lot of love for. Others of you, the message is with the Ace of Cups, Temperance, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Wands reversed, and Death. Some of you, it's just telling you may have to wait for love to kind of rush in, the Fool, for it to show up for you, or for you to rush towards it. I feel like it's not. I don't feel like it's in the beginning of the year. So what it's telling me is if somebody were to reach out to you, you've dealt with. If somebody were to reach out with that you dealt with, I don't really feel like you will have that eagerness to embellish in what you've already dealt with. I'm going to say no. I don't feel like you'll do it. Do you know emotionally it's not the right investment? Is that what I'm seeing? Is it more or less that you've already tried the situation? Is that what it is with the Strength card in Libra? What are you going to go after? Clarify the Two of Coins, please, in reverse. Show me something. It could be financial gain. It's definitely financial gain. This is for the Taurus, woman or man, that I don't think you would go into an old relationship. I have this energy where the energy I'm picking up is that the next turn of events will be with a brand new relationship. But I feel like you're putting your ducks in a row first with finances. Four of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Wands, it's in reverse, not letting things get to you. Queen of Pentacles, either trying to be practical. You're either going to focus on the way you expand your money or continue to build money, but also potentially your health will be important. You may look at things, whether it's the way you eat or the lack of sleep. There'll be stuff that I almost feel like you're going to put yourself on like a program or like a routine. Some of you have already been trying to do that, whatever I'm trying to pick up there, that routine, you're already trying to instill that, or there's a routine that it's hard to stick with, but you're trying to implement it, but add to it. You will be adding to that in 2024. I feel like it sticks for a while too for you, whatever that's about. Here we go. A little bit more for you. And Gemini. Anything else for you? Anything else? Anything else for Taurus? 2024. Whatever you want to show. Jeez. I'm done. I already know what it's saying. You're gonna stay grounded. You're gonna definitely. These are the cards that I know if I don't pull it, it'll end up somewhere else in the mix. Definitely going to stay grounded or focus on that in 2024. That's like a big part of your growth. But also, I feel like money just comes. You're going to have a lot more money in 2024, or reinvest in yourself, or situations. You're probably going to double or triple the income. Some kind of source of money I have this energy when I look at these three different women on the table where you may pick up something may make you look more I don't want to say approachable, but I feel like people are going to listen to you more. As you start to progress, they're going to start to pay more attention to you. They're probably going to see, man, my throat is jacked up. It's too hot. That's probably what it is. Turn it that way. They're probably going to see this. They may see this within you. I feel a lot of trusting energy in these three women. And these three women, to me, implicate one. If you're a woman, Taurus, I get the energy that people will see things working out for you, and some will want to gravitate towards you because of it, where one or two others may not be so happy about things manifesting well for you. Just stay humble. I'm going to tell you, stay humble. Don't let things get to you. Anything. I feel like you don't have to worry about the disarray. You're not going to be lacking truth and clarity. There may be times though where communication falls off, doesn't feel like it's the right communication. Some of you, I feel like it's not just about emotionally. I feel like when it comes to going towards it, it doesn't feel like it's something that you're intrigued by. So you may see something that if something sits with you ugly, I think you'll just brush it aside. You'll tell it can go to the ground like the leaves hit the ground off the trees. I don't feel like you're going to let things really rock you in 2024. I feel like with the King of Cups, the King of Wands, I feel like you're going to be very solid. I feel like you're going to be very solid and very grounded. This is pretty cool. The High Priestess, you'll know when to talk, when to shut up, when to put up. And you're not going to fall off that. You're just going to continually progress. You have a very progressing energy towards goals or passions. And to not letting things get to you if people pissed you off in the past couple of years, it's not going to really be of a big concern to you this year. You're going to have, it's almost like you're going to have your priorities set so straight that nothing's going to really rock you. And if you were to participate in love, I'm going to tell you it's later in the year. Something about love is later in the year. Look at that. Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Family card. When you'll move into it, maybe around Cancer time. It's right before summer. I'm telling you. That's when I see love or expansion for you. Okay. That's what I have for Taurus. All right. Let's keep going. Gemini. Can I add another wrench? I probably can. But who? Who gets the wrench? Who wants a wrench? Maybe that's the question. Oh, guys, thank you for being here. I was trying not to show or tell you, but I've had a stomachache all day. So if I make some weird faces, my stomach's been hurting all day and it just started to shit again. Oh my God. It was hurting 10 minutes before I came out here. I almost didn't do it. I almost said nope. I don't usually get that rock hard. Like, it's almost like my stomach feels nauseous. You know how when you feel nauseous up here and you're trying not to. Well, that's how my stomach's been feeling all freaking day. And I'm like, come on, my day off. Here we go. Okay. Gemini. I'll have some ginger ale at some point. I have some. I think it's better warm than cold, even though I think it sucks warm. I think mine's cold because I like it cold. But I have ginger ale. I really like ginger ale. I don't like the Schweppes. It's got to be ginger ale. I think Schweppes kind of tastes like shit. Ginger ale is my shit, though. I like ginger ale. Ooh, the High Priestess and the Eight of Cups. Trust your emotions, Gemini. Trust your emotions, or don't get caught up in them in 2024. This is something that could happen early 2024. Sorry. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm feeling. Could be with the last connection you dealt with, too. Don't let the last connection get on your fucking nerves. I'm going to tell you, do not let that last connection get on your nerves. Almost like something that fell apart. Don't let it get to you or bother you. You have the wheel here. Your message is to move on. Stay ahead of it. Don't let it get the best of you. I shouldn't have to tell Gemini twice. It was toxic. It was unhealthy as shit. And I think you were aware of it. If you weren't at first, you became very, very aware of it. That either the relationship was toxic or the person you dealt with was toxic as fuck. The Judgment became the 10. This is very, you had to release some toxic energy or toxic peer. Or you may feel like there's toxicity around. It feels more like it's an interest, somebody you've dealt with. Page of Cups, it's a lover for some of you. You may have dealt with a lover that was toxic as shit. Page of Wands reversed, Page of Cups reversed. A very shitty, they weren't good at communication, or they had shit. It was like, do you always got to say dumb shit, or do you always got to say shit? Very, very, like, almost like you want to shake a bitch kind of energy. I hate to say that, but that's what I'm feeling. Almost like you might have got tired of it, too. I feel like you got very tired of it. What's going on with work? Three of Pentacles. Show me work for Gemini. 2024. You may have to hold on and trust the decisions that are going to happen at work. So things could have progressed for you at work. I almost feel like you're going to be blindsided by that, whatever the fuck that's all about. I feel like there's going to be good things that happen for you around a career setting. So if you're a working Gemini, things are going to look good. And I do get it's right under your nose, but it's not under your nose. Like, it's not exposed right. It's under your nose, like it's going to happen, but it's not put in your face to a definite, it'll happen. I think it just does happen, or it just works in your favor. Something work related will work in your favor. It makes you come off fearless or more like a boss with the Emperor. Keep putting the work in. I feel like your work gets noticed in 2024 by the right boss or the right person, maybe the CEO. That's not going to be all of you. That's some of you. Some of you it could just be the boss above you, the boss above that person. But some of you, it's going to be. It's almost like, I'm going to tell you something strange. If your work progresses, it's strange to me because I feel like if I don't tell you, I'm doing a disservice. If your work progresses next year, speak up. Don't be afraid. If you're the person in the middle and you're kind of bossing up, something about you with bossing up or having the intelligence or being around the authorities, I almost feel like you're the one that's doing a lot of the hard pushing. Make sure you let it be known that you're aware of what's going on. Don't just keep doing it and get nothing out of it. I don't think that's right. I think you're deserving of it, and I think it's going to happen regardless. I just think that may be unexpected, this work situation. It's probably already known. Anyways, what else is here for Gemini? Why is the Magician here in reverse? So some of you Geminis might have been in a relationship where the guy cheated on you. The Magician's reversed, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Cups is reversed. And you finally found out that son of a bitch was out with somebody else. Something like that. They either, so they were either foolish with the way they handled the relationship with you, is what it's showing me, or they were, that means maybe they weren't the best communicator, or maybe it was harsh communication and it kind of put too much of like a fucking bad taste in your mouth. But it also looks like if it wasn't just shambled communications that screwed it up, if it wasn't just negativity or the person being toxic, it looks more or less like it could have been the person was dishonest with the Magician reversed, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Cups. They may have been dishonest with you about what they were content about or what makes them happy. I don't feel like they told you a lot of truth about how they felt. I feel like they stayed quiet about it. Something about they kept it to themselves. That woman in the cage makes me feel like they kept it to themselves. They may have also liked to be focused on things they shouldn't focus on. Stress. Seven of Wands reversed and the King of Wands is reversed too. Go to the bottom. Six of Cups, stress from the past. You may have had somebody you dealt with that just hasn't let go of stress from the fucking past. And you know what? Maybe the message is it isn't for them to be your problem. It's for you to identify their problem and let it go. Move on. Six of Swords is reversed. I don't see you moving towards it. Who wants to move towards something that the Page of Swords, when you go towards it or it comes towards you, you think it's worth playing with, you go to the Four of Pentacles, it becomes the fucking Ten of Wands. Nobody wants that shit. I don't feel like you want to be stuck in that. Emotionally, I do think you've had to let this go. Ace of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. This was somebody you were committed to. You may have even lived with them, Gemini. You may have even lived with them. I'm going to say you may have lived with them. You may have had children by them. Some of you had kids with them, or you were going to get to the step of living with them. It's gone. It's over. It's gone. It's done. There's too many no's here. You're emotionally, when you try to be content with it, I feel like you say no. Eight of Pentacles is reversed. You saying no again. I feel like if they made you feel inferior to their belief system or the way they were they morally respectful towards you, it's released. They could be a water sign, earth sign, air sign, by the way. I think this emotional disrespect no longer lingers. I feel like you were no longer willing to participate. Page of Pentacles, putting an end to the growth. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, letting it go. The Empress, embodying the energy to say, you know what? Why did I hold on to this so long? It was supposed to die. It was supposed to die. I do feel like emotionally there was something holding you back. Holy shit, the world's in reverse. Something was holding you back from trusting that it was making the right decision. Look at the dude stuck there looking at the people. How do I make the right decision? And I feel like that's what the fuck you were doing. And I like your reading because your reading makes me feel like I'm making a lot of sense to the right motherfuckers out there. Like, whatever, maybe, maybe not. But the Five of Wands energy with the Seven of Wands energy. So did you get tired of someone's bullshit or their deception? Because that's what your reading's telling you. You're tired of somebody's bullshit or deception. So some of you had to deal with this in a relationship, and what's going to reflect potentially, it's almost verbatim, but it could be backwards. So some of you dealt with this in a fucking relationship in 2023 or 2022, where it's like, fuck it, I'm done. Fuck this situation. Some of you, it was the opposite. It happened with a career, and that's what you end up like having to stack up against in love. I get this mirror image around you. Like, one thing, you've dropped it here, but you may see it show up somewhere else. Some other asshole. And I hate to be the guy that tells you, but I'd rather give you the warning. I'd rather fucking warn you up front than pretend like, no, it's not what I'm feeling. Yeah, fuck yeah. If I can warn you, I'm going to warn you. So it seems like there was a relationship that was kind of cold-blooded, or just, it fell off the iceberg, went down like the Titanic did, just fell apart. Now, it could have been a relationship because it showed up like a relationship, or it could have been a career situation with a person not showing that they really should be investing in you, not treating you right, And this year, people see it, that they should have been focusing on you. I don't know. That's what I'm getting for Gemini. Here we go. Give me something else for Gemini, please. Here we go. That is the Tarot of Vampires deck. That is the deck that was down here that I was gazed at. It isn't one of the two I brought down. I'm using the Silver Witch Tarot. I brought that one down. And this other Vampire Tarot has been sitting on my table in the box. Actually, it was like, you know what? It was the first one that, like, I was like, I like that deck. And it's, you know, like, I was like, I'll use that one tonight. I mean, there's probably 30 around me. Or 20. I don't know. Here we go. Half of them, not half, but about 5 or 6 of them are out. I got to put them away. I just never do. By the time I get out of here, I'm tired. Give me something else for Gemini 2024. Show me something for the lovely Geminis. What's the message for Gemini? My stomach's really messed up. It's kind of gross, but I keep getting like acid reflux and almost burping, and I keep tasting Chinese food. I haven't eaten any fucking Chinese food in like a month or two, but I keep getting like the taste of like noodles, lo mein, beef. Every time I burp, I'm like, what the fuck? I had chicken at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I ate chicken because I work overnight, so that's kind of like my dinner, second dinner. It's like 9 in the morning. All right. Show me something for, and it was only 3 strips of chicken. Here we go. Did I eat anything since? Oh, I had some good ass peanuts too. I like the peanuts, honey roasted peanuts. Oh, that's the bomb. I had some of those too. Right after I ate that, because I was like, it's not enough chicken. I'm gonna eat those canned peanuts. Sound like such an old man. All right, here we go. All right. Anywho, Gemini, what do we have for you? Does anybody want to become a mod? What's the message for Gemini? So you've either definitely, it's kind of practical or simple. I feel like you've let go of a relationship. I feel like you let go of an investment or somebody you were willing to invest in for the long haul. It looks more like something you were already invested in. You've made the decision to let it go. Complete. You're not going to fight with the decision. You just know that's the best move. And probably emotionally, are going to create balance. You also may be excited about new love. You're not really stuck on what you've invested in. It's about the investments that can come forward or that you can build. This is what I'm seeing for Gemini. You may become impatient, though, with things happening or moving emotionally for you. That may get on your nerves. Something about it not going as quick as you would like. I feel like that gets on your nerves. 3 of Pentacles, you not getting what you want. I feel like it gets on your nerves a little bit. So just try to humble yourself and trust the judgment that it can happen. King of Wands, you also may be feeling very sexual or want to move towards sexual energy. You may stumble across wondering if you can trust what? Starting up with communication, or if you have the patience to start again. I'm over it. The Page of Swords, Temperance, Ace of landed on the, you kind of not sure if you want to go towards it. The Hangman's in reverse, you trying to overcome that and decide to build. So it looks like you may lack the growth of having the excitement, the engagement of another. You will. I guarantee you will. The Moon and the Sun. I'm over it. Your reading's done. So you may have had to tolerate the past, accept the deceit, the betrayal, Maybe let go of a relationship that fell apart. You know, when fools rush in, when fools rush out, when endings happen, endings happen. I feel like you've already went through this. And I feel like what you need to focus on is things that you're passionate about, goal oriented. 2024, that's your win. If you could communicate anything about that, that's what's going to bring in the happiness during the day or during the night for you. The moon and the sun. That's what I see for Gemini. Here we go. I probably should have checked the chat. Okay. Let me see if they responded. Mm-hmm. All right. You're welcome, Mojo Tarot. Cancer. 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 So Taurus and Gemini, in different ways, have career energy. Taurus was very, I want to be an entrepreneur. Um, so far, the theme is that things are looking good on an expansion of financial goal sets for the zodiacs, but in different ways is the way I feel when I sit here, the way I view things. Different ways. All right. Anywho. Julia. Can I do that? How do you do it? What the fuck? I can put you in timeout. There's a timeout feature on this shit. I'm not putting her in timeout, but I didn't know I could do that. That's not what I want to do, and it's not letting me do what I want to do. So I'm gonna have to do it the old school way. I'm gonna have to participate like one of you guys real quick via smartphone. All right, how do I find my own goddamn video? Home. Here we go. Oh, go to your own name. That might work. Da da da. All right, go to the live chat. I couldn't do it on the. I tried to do it on the computer. I use. I think this is called Stream Yards or something like that. I almost said Labs, but I think it's Yards. And I don't know what button you press because they change shit, and I haven't been using this enough. So I'm gonna do it here. Julia is now a mod. Okay. There we go. I think I have to look at the phone while I do this because it's not going to show me that I've made Julia a mod on here. Like mods don't have like a specific color like you guys have on the iPhone or Android. So here we go. What's going to happen 2024 for Cancer? I'll just wait. I'll use the computer if I see Julia type down the phone. Wait a minute. Oh, she did type. She wrote thank you. Why don't I see it? The hell? Hold on, everybody. I'll be right with you. Oh, she's blue. You're good. All right. My phone's lagging. That's what that's about. Let's get rid of that ugly mug. I don't want to see myself. Here we go. Cancer 2024. You have a very overcoming attitude and perception, intuition. Keep showing that card. Maybe with knowing you dealt with some toxic situation that's not worth the anxiety that you needed to let go of. If it was something you were thinking you were going to go towards, I think you put the brakes on it. I think you saw it for what it was. And that was the other card it kept showing me. I feel like with the Five of Swords, you wanted to rush into a situation, or a situation wanted to work something out with you, but it wasn't going to happen. I feel like you moved on, or you were meant to. You were meant to. The fuck? We're going to shuffle again. I really like how that happened, though. How I kept shuffling and I kept seeing this for you. The High Priestess. I saw it upright, I saw it reversed, and then it came out and I saw it reversed. And I saw this for you about 3 or 4 times. This to me indicated the things you've dealt with that were hard to deal with. It just kind of really gave you a little more pep in your creativity or your intuition. That's immediate result I felt. I almost told you, but then when they showed up together, I'm like, now I'm going to tell you. Because I'm not just shuffling, my hands are actually jumping into the reading on the table. Here we go. Cancer, 2024. I feel like you're going to know you made the right decision. Whoever needs to hear it. I feel like you're on the right course. You said no to something. You said no, or you're letting go. You're not letting a relationship bother you. Or you have already, some of you have already experienced this. And I'm talking like a year ago, 2 years ago. Others of you are hitting the fan. The shit's hitting the fan now. I don't see it really being a struggle for you. You jumped right in a fucking relationship. You're the first one. I don't see you struggling with that problem. You start with the Four of Swords in balance, upright. I feel like you've given it enough thought. I feel like you felt like you were walking into a mess blindfolded. With Temperance and the Page of Cups, I feel like it was a time investment thing. And is it really worth being practiced? Is it the right? Am I going by, not by the book, but am I doing things right? And I think eventually your awareness showed you, yes, you are. And it was probably that it was time to put something to bed or let it go. The Queen of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune, because it wasn't worth emotional damage. And it was time to move on. You were better off. And you became very aware of this. And the Eight of Pentacles is reversed. It shows no growth. With the Five of Swords reversed, it wasn't worth the battle. It was too conflicted. The Seven of Wands is reversed with the Queen of Swords. When it came to communication or getting the right judgment with this love situation, the answer was no. You may have known all along or been struggling to believe it until you fucking said, you know what, enough's enough. Somebody, I almost wanted to say you threw in the towel. I had to throw in the towel, or finito, done with, goodbye. Shut the door. Like I'm slamming the door shut. I'm blocking the phone call. Whatever the fuck you did. Something like that is what I'm feeling. Seven of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. I also feel like you needed to focus on manifesting, working towards things that are going to bring happiness towards you. I don't feel like this. I feel like now, I feel like as soon as I hit this card, and this card, you had already walked away. Your imagination had known to let go. Or Seven of Wands reversed, not to dangle with the imagination or the playful factor of what could have been. I feel like these 3 cards that came out is starting to show you what things you should go forward towards. That story's there. Show me a story for them. What do you got? Making decisions about love commitments. Something about making decisions about love commitments. Or what you're going to, or how you're going to attract them going forward. Give me some clarification. Not like this. Six of Pentacles is reversed. Five of Wands is upright with the Ace of Pentacles. You're not going to want to deal with things when it comes to making decisions that make you feel left in the cold or make you wondering what the fuck's going on. Your reading is very simple. Queen, you won't have the patience for it. The Hermit, I feel like you're too aware that if it's not something that's showing fairness, that you're not going to let it tear you down, just to build yourself right back up again with the strength that's deep within inside of yourself, your emotional self, especially. I feel like you're not going to be anybody's emotional support system that won't emotionally have theirs. You're not going to let somebody use you like a washed up rag kind of energy. The King of Wands, this person could have been a water or a fire sign. Whoever it was, maybe an earth sign. Whoever the person was, when it comes to communication, I feel like you got clarity that the stability of a situation was emotionally too much. It was emotionally too much. Or you may have felt like they weren't showing you they weren't giving investment or time to you. Something about investment and time. And the Eight of Wands, I feel like you had to carry on and emotionally not worry about this not happening. I feel like discreetly it bothered you. But with the Six of Wands in reverse, I feel like it taught you lessons of what you won't tolerate. And you've made the decision to focus on goal oriented life more than opening up the equation of love again. This is somebody you were either with or wanted to be with. I also feel like it's going to make you reminisce about things that you miss, things you used to do, whether it's hanging out with old friends, old family members, somebody younger than you, maybe potentially something like that. It may make you want to go back to the drawing board or do things that you feel comfortable doing, maybe spending time with a child or children. I don't know, something like that. Seven of Swords is here. You may have felt like you had to move away from a liar, is what it's telling me. You may have felt unsure too, like were you lying to yourself or betraying your, were you self-sabotaging in a situation? I'm going to tell you, with the bottom of the deck, I'm going to say no. I feel like you felt left out in the cold with this, with being happy, because you weren't really, I feel like it was just a tried area. And I also do feel like the person was manipulative. This was a fucking manipulative asshole. That's what that tells me. Somebody, that's a very, those, the Capricorn and Aries together, I don't like those cards together. I don't think I would like that person around me. I'd have a hard time being like, why don't you get the fuck away from me before I punch you in the mouth? Like, I know, I don't think I could deal with that. It's too much narcissism, pretty much. Lack of empathy. If I know I can sit here, not use tarot, pick on you, look into your future, look into your past, look into your current situation without tarot, do you think I want to be around somebody who has no empathy to do that? Fuck no. All right, here we go. The Magician. So I do feel like what's good is just, I think you've overcome the anxiety or the emotional conflict, and you're better off to focus on the things that are going to set forth in front of you, or that there are good connections out there for you. I feel like that's what you want to focus on. Keep your mindset on, not the things that didn't work out. As long as you're not focusing on the things that didn't work out or letting it cause you anxiety, I feel like you win. Or whatever. I feel like you win. Nine of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands reversed. It's a letting go energy, letting go and accepting change. And you know who needs to let go and accept change? It's telling me you need to let go. Last card is your card, the Chariot, that you need to let go and accept change. It didn't work out. Page of Pentacles was reversed before. Ten of Wands is reversed. Ten of Pentacles is reversed. Embody the energy of just, you have like I'm accepting the bullshit of the situation, and I've moved on, and I'm gradually happy, and I'm not stupid from it. If anything, I've gained probably resilience and learned something that I won't let happen again going forward. You have a very, I learned a lesson reading. And be prepared for changes or believing that you can manifest a better connection. Don't let that fall too far off of being ahead of what you've already learned. Just remember, there are good people out there. You might have aligned with a shitty person. It happens to all of us. All right. We'll go to the other cards for Cancer. You also may need to focus. This card keeps showing up, and it's the only one I dropped. Make sure you're getting enough rest. I'm not letting your thoughts get the best of you, or maybe you're finally away from that. Maybe that was a problem for you for a while, where you didn't know if you were thinking too fast, too slow, something like that. It's either you were thinking too much about it, and it was taking too much energy, an emotional burden that you didn't need, or it's just simple. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. I probably need to do the same shit. I definitely need to do the same shit. I sleep very poorly right now, unfortunately. Here we go. Some days, good days. Most days, not so good days. I don't have a big window of sleep time. Here we go. Cancer, please. What do we got for you? Cancer. Some of you may have to be patient with either a child or communication. Some of you, it's a mother, the star, or what you want to manifest in the physical world, physical realms that we live in. I feel like whatever you want to see build or expand, you may have to be patient with it. If it's a relationship, it's probably not something that's going to happen right away. The Tower, I feel like changes are going to happen. I feel like if anything, you're letting go of something that did happen that was very ugly, unhealthy. Because now the sun is with Capricorn. Was there some toxic thing that was blocking out the sun or keeping you from your happiness? Did a judgment have to happen? Did something have to happen? Did you have to let something become of your past that you knew was uncertain or untrustworthy? The world is reversed. Did it need to be removed from you? You tell me, was it a love situation that it was? Yeah. Did I become aware of it, or were you aware of it? That what happened? It went down. And I feel like you're getting more in tune with acceptance. You have an acceptance read. Maybe realizing this person isn't worth communicating. I wanted this. I feel like the Strength card and the King of Cups is I wanted this, but the Eight of Swords was the lack. It was frustrating. It frustrated me, or the person was hard to. It was almost like So I feel like they didn't. I feel a lack of interest. They didn't show enough interest, and you started to trust yourself or recognize, you know what, I'm not going to let things get to me. Emotionally, it was bugging me for a little bit, King of Pentacles, until I said, you know what, fuck this. I'm not going to let it bother me or move towards it. The Hermit is reversed, though, with the Two of Wands. What did you have to trust? Eight of Swords, not building with it, letting it go. There was some kind of love situation you had to say goodbye to. King of Wands, reversed. It might not have felt that good, but the Three of Wands is reversed. It keeps telling me you knew to let this go. Maybe the Four of Swords is to remind you that it wasn't you feeling crazy or wrong to let something go. Five of Swords, it wasn't worth the fucking conflict. It's in the reverse. The Queen of Wands, you were stressing about it until emotionally you realized it was fucking done and over. Death card, I'm fucking over it. Put a fork in me. Here we go. All right, we'll go to Leo in a second. I couldn't get around that theme. So in 2024, it seems like you're going to pick up speed with paying attention to a lot of the relationships you've dealt with and making sure none of the things that were done to you get done to you again. You'll be very, very keen to knowing how to steer clear of that. And you'll be able to trust your decisions, is what it's telling me. So definitely the things you move towards, or the things that you move towards maybe potentially in the past that didn't work out, the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Two of Swords making a decision, this you'll have a lot of truth and clarity. I feel like you'll make the right judgment. That's probably the best way to say this. Going forward, the next situation, it won't get as far as it won't be able to, because it'll be you'll silence it or distance yourself from it before it can. That's what it's showing me. I kind of want to give you more. Nine of Pentacles. You also may be very fond of clarify. Show me. You don't seem intrigued by communication as much as being fond about career, or maybe it's career. I get like a career or moving energy on you, wanting to move, maybe change homes, change land, something like that. I also get it having an awareness. When it comes to communication, fuck no. No. I just said I don't feel like you get communication, and it says no. It's almost like you want to. You're probably going to get more spiritual and practical financially, or you're going to look towards those ventures in 2024. That's what I feel like you pay attention to. You may say no to love for a little while. You're the first person that got no to love. You may say no, like you may have no interest in it. Is it an interest thing, or do you feel like you just want to focus your energy on something else? I don't see you being focused on love. I see you being on your own. Maybe working after the other things for yourself in 2024. Four of Pentacles, staying humble, grounded, strength. Nine of Wands. Every card is you on your own. I'm over this. Everything I've got is you on your own. Oh, I never put your comment off the screen. You've been up there for a minute, Greta. My bad. There we go. But I feel like you're gonna be have a strong dominance of doing things on your own, focusing on career, and not falling into love traps. I don't feel like you will fall into love traps next year. You almost feel like you just don't care. I get this, I don't care for it. I don't want it. Interestingly enough, I told somebody it's good when you say no. I told this whole channel, it's good to say no when somebody knows how to say no. By far, Cancer got the biggest, I'm going to tell a motherfucker no. Or tell myself the answer is no. I think it was Cancer and Aries that got no, but who knows? Leo in a minute. All right. Thank you guys for managing to stay up this long with me. I appreciate it. You can always watch it later. I appreciate you watching it now. Make sure you hit the like if you don't mind. I appreciate that too. All right. All right. Hold on, everybody. We'll start Leo in a minute. It's good to see you. All of you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Erica. I happen to read that comment. It says, Leo. No, not Leo. I don't know what it says. I lost the comment. Oh, it says Cancer, 100% on. All right, let's go to the live chat. I don't know if it does it to your phones, but I don't like how it does like this. You can't look at the chat that easily. When I try to slide up, it like, there we go. It wants to give you like this much chat space. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's that blue dot? I don't know what the fuck that. I ain't gonna touch it. I don't know what it is. Thank you, Jill. I'm thinking about making somebody else blue. We've got a couple in here. It sucks that on this website I use, it doesn't tell me like who's blue and who's not. I know that I know that Jill is. I know that Alban is. I know I made Julia. Chastity. I didn't remember that you were blue, but you're blue too. I forgot. I actually didn't see you in the chat until I saw you blue. Jackie. I'll make Jackie. I got a lot of J mods. I think I picked the right name. Okay. Anybody else? Let me see. Maybe the next time. I think that's good for now. All right. Leo. What's gonna go down for you? Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Erica. In the future, I'm just gonna try to make more time. But in the future, I'm gonna start answering questions for you guys. I'm going to tell you it's probably smartest to ask about your future and have to sit and wait it out. Like, how the fuck did he know that? And I probably won't use these to do that. Actually, no, I might give you readings if you want them with the cards, but one on one. But no, I'd rather read about your future. Whether you have to wait weeks, months, or even years for it to be the outcome. I might tell you which one I see. Here we go. It's pretty fucking accurate. I recently just did it with somebody. And then they were smart enough to talk to the other person and ask the other person what they see themselves doing with their life. And the other person told them what I had told them they're going to do. Or basically said, I think you're going to do this. Do you think this makes sense? Do you see yourself doing this? Kind of made it sound like they knew. I got a kick out of it. And it was their way of trying to find out what the person's going to say. And the person agreed. And I'm like, you slick little devil, you. I was like, you stole my shit. But I got a kick out of it. I got a kick out of it, honestly. Here we go. And I also understood immediately that it was that person's way of, that person wanted to know, like, is he correct or is he wrong? Can he see that far out? Can he really do that? Because I went years in time. I said, this is what I see for that person in the years ahead. Pretty bold move, too, to ask the person directly like that and see if it makes sense to them now. And kind of did. Anyways, Leo. I can't say too much, but I'll give you a little, that's a little snippet of energy. It's a little bit. I just need that damn dog blue. Blues. Here we go. Steven, your ass sitting this one out. Weirdo. Here we go. Leo, 2024. I didn't like it. I hit the table, though. I got to do it. Change. So you're going to be invested in change. You also may... where are we going with this? Hold on, guys. Hold on, Leos. So I feel like you want to expand, but I also feel like you may have some pitfalls, dilemmas in the beginning. And I'm going to tell you in the beginning, you may feel like, I'm going to say it, things may feel like they're getting thrown at you, or you may have to pick your battles at the beginning of the year, Leo. Fuck. Is it going to be like that? I hope this is not for me. Some of you, it's with situations that you've already dealt with. So there may be situations where you have to really, is it worth letting it cause any frustration or steam bother you? The Tower with the 10 of Wands, I feel like you've got to embrace kind of going to the top of the hill. Maybe even if you've already been on that hill and don't want to tolerate it, dealing with it, don't let things frustrate you in the beginning of next year. You may have to work on that emotionally, not getting upset. I just feel like you cannot let that happen. Don't let that happen. Be the better person, the bigger person, the magician. Work on what you want to see grow. That's what's going to bring in the support. That's what's going to bring in everything. You also, when it comes to, you're going to focus on stability. It's telling me emotionally, you may put things on a back burner, or you may feel tired. This tells me you may feel tired, emotionally withdrawn at times for the zodiac sign of Leo. I feel like in the first quarter of the year, you will feel very emotionally tired or withdrawn from situations. You may even exclude yourself from certain environments for a while. It may make you feel at peace. Something like that, you're going to be aware of it. Emotionally, you're not really going to want to play with that. When it comes to building on an emotional front, you're going to hold back. You're very resistant with it. You're saying no. The wheel is here. I do see things changing. Explain the change with the Tower and the wheel. Clarify the change for Leo. The Empress. You're going to really start focusing on the things that you appreciate. And the best way to do that is not to let the mind get in the way of how you emotionally feel towards situations, or the lack of how things worked out, and making the decision maybe just to move on. Five of Pentacles, not leaving things behind that. No regrets, Leo. Your reading's simple. No regrets. You're going to have to work on no regrets in 2024. Things that hurt you, and this is for you. Things that hurt you or made you feel like, try to like dull your shine, dim your light. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Chastity. This is going to be, you're going to be working on a lot of self-control, self-healing. But at the same time, I see you really trying not to let things deter you. You may find yourself getting frustrated or being emotionally aloof for a while. That's what I'm getting. And then you came out again. You came out again together. Your two strongest cards. You're not really going to let things get to you. Why? Because you're going to climb the ladder of success and victory. And I feel like you can't. You cannot let, like I just said, things get to you. No fear, no anxiety. No, cut that shit out of your life. That is good. Say no to it. That's typically, I feel like you're already aware that that's the best way to go. Emotionally withdraw. Back off from situations that make you feel like this. Don't stress about situations. You also may be very passionate or attractive, or come off very passionate and attractive towards desires. You may also be very, I'm not going to say fertile, horny. I'm just going to fucking say you may be very horny. Page of Wands, and want the communication or the spark, the interest, the relationship to build, to see something grow. I don't know what this is. Seven of Pentacles, why it's here. What's going on with that? Yeah, I think you're gonna be very carefree, because I think in the past when it didn't work out, you kind of had to not lose track of how it emotionally made you feel. I also feel like your thoughts you're going to have to cut some things off or some people out. Things that are toxic or unhealthy. Six of Swords in reverse, you'll say goodbye to, or you've already made the fucking decision. Emotionally, you're not fucking having it. The Hangman in reverse, you're saying no. And the Four of Wands tells me that it's probably the best thing for you to leave the shit out in the cold. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie about the situation. If the investment wasn't worth your fucking time, it wasn't worth your fucking time. Three of Cups reversed. Seven of Cups to the Lovers. You're going to have options too. That's what it's telling me. Page of Swords and the Fool. It depends on the direction you take towards love, how it ends up for you. Emotionally, I don't see you doing it at first, and Temperance is in reverse, because I feel like you're taking a back seat with love until you recognize that it's there or it's appreciated towards you in like a goal, almost like it's got to hit home right. If it doesn't, I feel like you cut free of it with Judgment in reverse. You say no. I feel like you want the playfulness, you want the communication, and you're hoping to manifest it. I just feel like what's going to happen is you're going to focus on passion or career next year. Passion and career are going to be your drive, not shitty burdens, not things that don't work out or that you've already dealt with. I feel like you've already learned these lessons in 2020, 21, 22, 23, maybe 2016 for some of you. Something like that's important. I wonder what you're going to get on the next deck. I'm fucking curious. It's one of the traits of mine I really like, that I'm curious as hell. I want to see what you get. Leo. Shut this off. It's hot as hell down here. Communication, and the bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. So you make it closer to an air sign. Well, I'm over it. All three cards are air. You make it closer to an air sign or somebody that embodies the energy of air, or just aligned with somebody, more balanced with somebody. You make it comfortable with communicating with somebody. So you may bring somebody close to you, whether this is an old friend or a brand new connection, or somebody you've already been dealing with even. King of Chalices. Emotionally, Seven of Wands. King of Chalices, the Queen of Pentacles. It feels trustworthy, but if it's somebody from the past and you feel like you can't trust it, the Magician reverse, the Devil, the Five, and then the Six of Wands. I I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to trust yourself. Yeah, you may decide. Some of you are going to make a decision. So some of you are going to make a decision to work with brand new energy or only deal with energy you trust. You won't really deal with anything. I feel like you're really manifesting towards goal. I already said this, towards your goals. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Star card. I feel like that's what you're trying to bring down upon you, shine upon you and others. Or maybe even it may be something that it's going to happen. So you may get more victories in love than emotional support. Things of the past, I feel like you're releasing and you're accepting the changes of it. The Five of Pentacles, what didn't serve me, Nine of Wands to the Four of Wands with celebrations in love situations, the things I didn't get. I'm not going to be fooled with this year. I'm going to strive for balance. And who's going to do that? You. That's what I have for Leo. We're going to move on. You're not going to be confined. You have this, I'm not going to be confined. And you have a very pay attention attitude. And you're probably going to be very, very, very either creative or well. You're going to be able to manifest things. I get like you. I'll give you a little fucking more. Let's see what we get. I feel like you're going to be able to manifest shit. Queen of Swords. You be a strong communicator. You keep getting sword energy, or you're going to get the communication with somebody. If things feel disheveled around stress or environment with the Three of Swords, it'll be a hurdle, I feel like, that you balance and get through. If it's stress with being single, I feel like just because you're single now doesn't mean the celebration isn't happening. It's going to take time reading for you. The Sun in reverse. It's not happening now. The Sun is in reverse and the Judgment is upright. It's going to take a little bit before you hit that investment. Knight of Wands, before you start playing with that investment. The Knight of Wands is that creative fire, also that playful energy. So it's almost telling me you want to commit to this energy, but I just feel like it's going to take time before you can commit to a love situation that expands or grows. Show me something else for Leo. Two came out. What do we got? Three of Pentacles. It won't. There's nothing. So you may close the curtain or back off from love for a while. You may have to be patient. It may not be the best move for you. You may stay healing. You may also stay towards. You keep getting air energy and emotional energy. And just make sure you're not letting things stress you out or make you overtired. I don't feel like you want to fight or argue. And I feel like you're aware of this. Look at the man's not trying to be stressed out. The Hangman's in reverse. You don't want that. And you're aware of this. You are aware of this. And I feel like in 2024, you will not move towards this. The communication you're going to move towards has to be good communication. That's the only way you endure it. Because if it comes at you and it makes you feel out of place or at a distance, you won't focus on it. You'll be focusing on doing what's good for you. Looking at knowing that's what's best for you. And you came back out. And that's how we'll end this. Trust your instincts, Leo. I'm going to tell you straight up. In 2024, it's about your instincts. Maybe your instincts, your intuition, and what you want to manifest. I feel like you can't go wrong. Leo, I feel like you can't go wrong in 2024. I don't know why, but I feel like you just can't go wrong. Maybe you just got to start doing it or speaking more of it to the universe. You keep getting that Queen of Swords energy. Maybe you're going to entangle with an air sign. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. That's what I have for Leo. You have a lot of air energy and your own energy showing up every time I shuffle. Okay. You showed up like 3 or 4 times. Air showed up even more than that. Anywho, Virgo. All right. Virgo. What's the message for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? 2024. see. So Virgos, you may come to a position where if things, I don't feel like Virgo wants to be emotionally manipulated, to be real, is what it shows me. You don't want to be stressed out, it says. You also may know that if something comes towards you unsatisfactory to your liking, you may be very aware of it and be like, you know what? Why am I going to let this bother me? I have other things to focus on or get in check, get in balance. I'm not going to let this outcome be the judgment that puts me beside myself. Five of Pentacles reversed. I don't see you doing that. When it comes to communication, to, you may not get the best communication with somebody you care about, or you may not have gotten it in the past. So it's somebody you care about. The sun's in reverse, the lover's is in reverse, and so is the wheel. Something that came to a halt. You may not get the best communication or decide the best communication is no communication. And you may have come to that crossroads. I'm over it. Page of Wands is reversed. You may have decided the communication is not for me. And if it hasn't happened in 2023, it's going to happen, and most likely going to happen in 2024. Three of Pentacles. You could be separating yourself from drama, disaster. You feeling like it's not worth the investment, or I'm not wanting. Virgo has a I don't want to anticipate stress, conflict at all, and is very aware of it. That's what the reading's showing me for you. Do you know that, Virgo? Do you know that you're not going to put up with it? I feel like you'll run away from it. Knight of Swords. I feel like you'll run away from it. You've had to be strong. You've probably recognized the past. What are you moving towards? You're not moving towards the past. That's telling me no. The Nine of Wands, you're moving on your own. You may have let a man go around children. There may so you might have had to, if you're a mother, you might have had a conflict with a man that arose with children. That's for some of you, not all of you. The Five of Swords reversed. The Four of, what's going on? Don't stress out. Make the decision not to stress out. Five of Wands to the Queen of Swords, and to trust. You're going to be very, you got to be very open to expressing how you feel, or removing yourself from the circle in general. That's all. That's what I'm seeing. If the investment doesn't seem right, you have the High Priestess. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reversed, and then the High Priestess again. Trust it. If it doesn't seem like it's true love, let it be what it is. Focus on the things that are going to spark your love interest or make you happy. Spark Ace of Cups, your love interest, or make you happy. I feel like that will be what you need to focus on next year. Not the things that hurt you or deceived you or were toxic to you. Not at all. The Page of Pentacles makes me feel like this is in your rear view mirror. The Page of Chalices is emotionally, you're not damaged by it anymore. I feel like you need to play with the things that are going to excite you in life. Like the successes that you can have going either on your merry own way or just meeting somebody new halfway. You have whoever you're going to deal with isn't this old douchebag energy. This is like it's got to be somebody new meeting. The Nine of Swords is reversed. Temperance is reversed. The Eight of Pentacles is reversed. It could have been an air, fire, or an earth sign that you dealt with. Definitely could have been an earth sign. The Moon is reversed. Maybe a water sign. Jesus. The Eight of Wands. Maybe even a fire sign double. Water double. Earth, fire, or water. Definitely could have been one of those. Four of Wands is reversed. And with the King of Swords, when it came to communication or stability, I feel hostility. I feel like you felt stressed out, or what you wanted to manifest, it felt like you were carrying the weight, the emotional support and baggage, and maybe carrying the children or doing more for them. Three of Swords, I feel like you got tired of the bullshit too. I feel like you got sick of it. I feel like it might have even messed with your health at one point. Shit. Three of Wands to the Ten of But the message I'm seeing here is stay focused on your emotional contentment and how strong you were through a situation, what you had to release. That's the important part, and accept the changes that are gonna show up for you. I feel like that is the key right now. Just because you may have been deceived or somebody may have treated you like an asshole, because this is what the reading's telling me. Somebody treated you like an asshole. They didn't view you the right way. They may have, that you dealt with like a person who I could tell them the wall behind me, if I take that down, is blue. I could tell them that fucking wall is black, and they would tell me that wall, like I could be like, my wall is baby blue. and they'd be like, no, the wall's black, and you couldn't fucking change their mind. And I feel like it's just you might have just dealt with somebody who likes to antagonize or create issues. Somebody who it's not like it's like they get off in stepping in gum kind of energy, whether they mean to intently or it's just who they are. I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing. They're not good at very un disheveling and are very disheveled when it comes to being correct for you, being there, the supportive. You know, I might have just been with somebody who likes to argue or likes to get their way, and that's it. There was no happy medium. I was not feeling a happy medium. I don't feel like you talk to this person all that much unless it need to be. King of Swords. So do you only talk to them when you have to? Because that's what this is saying. Or if you have to, King of Pentacles in reverse, you might have felt like they were trying to get over on you too. Either with authority, with money, or just emotionally. I feel like this is something you've already gotten strong enough and emotionally opened up about or released. I feel like you've released it. I feel like you've cleared the water, moved on from it. I feel like you've outgrown this situation. I've outgrown this situation that made me feel like shit. I've put it behind me. It's become part of my past. I'm not going to let it make me feel imbalanced. I'm going to go after change. You keep getting change because I feel like you've already went through the battles. You've already seen the battles for what they are and recognized Three of Swords, they weren't worth my time or the effort, or the person is just too screwed up. Seven of Swords to the 10 of Swords. That's a screwed up individual. You can't get through to that person. So maybe it isn't about who they are. Maybe it's about seeing a situation for what it is and just being clear of it, having the clarity that there's nothing I can do that's going to change the situation for that person, and I'm just not going to be part of the issue or let it stress me out or affect me emotionally or defund my value. It's like you knew you couldn't let them defund your value. Balance is in reversed. And I don't feel like you were going after them in an ill manner. No, I feel like you just needed to be free of the source, and you came out last. Five of Pentacles to the Hermit. I feel like you needed to become free of this shit. That's what I see. We're going to try the other cards for you. There was something that was, it's sad because it was disheartening. And like my heart felt sad for you when I read those cards. If you experienced anything like that, Virgo. Here we go. Give me something else for Virgo. What's going on? 2024. So we know what you've already dealt with. Hopefully that's not what you're going to encounter in 2024. That felt like that's already coming on. Show me something for 2024 for Virgo. Virgo. You're going to be making sure. Yeah, you're going to have to really put your foot down with somebody who may not have the best intent for you or care to see you be happy. Eight of Swords is reversed. I feel like you're going to have to trust knowing that somebody may not have the best intentions for you. You may also have that makes me feel like there's an energy around you that they may not care if they put you down and make you feel left in the cold, or they may be careless with the way they communicate towards you. And I feel like you have to have the power to see through it for what it is and not let it get to you. Focus on the vision ahead that's good for you, not the problems that somebody else wants to create. Don't communicate with them too. You came up right after. If they come towards you wanting communication and they come like that man, the devil, they come off like that, you showed up in reverse. You should know better. You should know better than to deal with it. Just move away from it and move to a new connection. Become free. Let that situation be dead and gone. Find somebody else. Maybe finding somebody else will get that person away from you for a while. Some people are like that. Some people are like that. And it could be the other way. I doubt it, but it could be the other way. It's more likely. So if there's a man harassing you or that is just fucking a Debbie Downer all the time, energy, say you have to deal with them because of children or you are part of the grandchildren's relationship, helping a situation, and the person's just a scummy person or a scumbaggish person, sometimes jumping into the next relationship, that person kind of disappears, or that person doesn't want it to be seen for who the fuck they are because they fear that other person. They come off like this big hothead asshole when really another person steps in, and now that now they become the cowardly lion. Now that fiercer angst that they had towards the situation, or the way they valued a situation, or disregarded the value of it towards you, and now it's gone. It's to the wayside. So some of you, the next, find somebody that's confident, that not only is confident, that is very good with their words, because you know, I bet you the if you go into a transition, or you get with in a relationship with somebody who's going to take care of either you, or if you have kids, you and the kids, and you're going to do the same, you're going to meet in the middle. When the person really cares, I bet you the person who's causing all the waves and the problems, all of a sudden will start to diminish, become like dust. I mark my words on it. You need to go find your king, the Emperor and the King of Wands. This is what I have for you, Virgo. Go find your kings. Don't think about doing it. Just go do it. Start sleeping about it. Get in that dream state area. Start manifesting that, because that's one I would love to tell you I told you so. Where you jump into a relationship that makes you happy, that doesn't make you feeling like this, it doesn't make you feel blindfolded to a situation, that makes you happy. The only other story is some of you, it's saying you may wait a while before you open up, and jump into another relationship. The risk is not. It's like is the risk worth the reward? Maybe there's other reasons you're waiting to jump into the next relationship, or expose that you're in one with that person. Maybe you're worried about the wrong outcome, or that person going off the rails. It'll be the reverse effect from what I think you're thinking. Give it a shot. Can it hurt? And is it better for other people to know how that person is, whether it's towards you or the conflict towards other people? Or is it better for you to keep it all inside to yourself? The more people that know, the more secure you become. Safety. Enough said. All right, here we go. Libra. All right, Libra. So Libra, your cigarette time. I'm going to read you with a cigarette in my mouth. Okay. I'll turn it back on for a little bit until it chokes me up again. What do we got for you? Libra. 2024 for Libra. What do you got for Libra? Show me the energy they should see. 2024. You start with balance, and moving towards balance, but trusting the outcome. Balance. Also, releasing things of the past. Let's see where we go from here. Show me something for Libra. Let's see, right here. Clarify. 3. At least 3. Oh, did I get all 3? I got 2. 1. In 2024, you're going to release yourself from any burdens you've had, or miscommunications, misalignments with people, it says. Could have been a man, by the way. It looks like a man. Some of you, it's a man and a woman. Others of you may open up to communication in next year with somebody that you're supposed to be communicating about something. Something that gets tucked under the rug will be spoken. Something that kind of, it's almost like scratching at a tree trunk. Like, you got to look, but oh my God, I look down the tower. I was looking at these two. I had these like this in my hand, and I turn on some of you, it's going to be about focusing on changes, the best changes that are possible. Why? Well, one, it might be emotionally smart. Also, it's probably good to express, but give me more. Why? What is the why factor here? It's time. I'm going to tell you it's time. So, you may have seen yourself beside yourself in relations. Strictly platonic, sexually invested, children. There's something that needs to be discussed. Whatever this is, I feel like you're going to manifest the power to really focus on knowing that it's time. Something about you can't stress it, and you just need to commit to it. I have the Star card and the Ace of Wands. It's time for me to realize, just because this fell apart, those two people might have went through changes, or might have gotten away from each other, or let things get away from each other over time, or separated because of situations where conflict of things hurt and time were the wounds. Something like that. Well, the Queen of Wands is you reminding you not to stress about it and focus on the time that you have here to mend the situation, or speak. Where's that card? Speak on the situations. Don't focus on the conflicts or the disarray of situations. I'm going to tell you that's useless energy. Some of you, it could have been a death, or the conclusion of knowing something needed to end, or the communication never peaked. This is our communication never peaked, and you're aware of it. It definitely could be around death, or the death of a love situation. It might have drawn you apart or distant, kept you away from your happiness. It might have even deterred you away from your goals, or made you feel a little more impatient. I feel like you've been aware of this. I'm fucking over it. The Moon card is you being aware of it. I feel like now you're ready to put the work in. Maybe mend the situation. Maybe sometimes. So why do I get the energy like you've been the bigger person in the past, but not both people were able to speak fluently in a situation? And emotionally, that needs to change, because it did disrupt your situation or make a longing for a situation. The Ten of Swords also makes me feel like emotionally you carry this within inside of yourself deeply. Why is the King of Swords reversed? It almost looks like you try to carry a battle you weren't supposed to carry alone, or there's a battle that wasn't communicated correctly between two. I don't feel like it got grounded or could establish a spiritual connection of enlightenment and love, or practicality for what went down or what happened. And I feel like somebody got left in the cold or felt burnt because of the situation, and emotionally might have made the decision to only invest towards love. This could be you. You could have felt like you were kind of cut closed, or they were closed off towards you over a situation. It might have made you feel like you needed to get away or start over. The Knight of Wands, it might have been a slow journey that started to pick up. Now you may be trying to invest in love, or thinking it might be a good idea. The Strength card is reversed with the Eight of Chalices to the Queen of Pentacles to the Justice to just keep going to the Judgment. So I feel like you're recognizing that I did something wrong in the past, or I reacted in the wrong manner in the past, but so did they. And I feel like you're kind of owning your growth on that. I feel like you weren't alone in the situation. I feel like what didn't work, or what was deceptive inside of the circle, of the house of communication. I feel like you're not drowning by it, but you're wanting to move out of that energy. I feel like with the Two of Wands and the Wheel, you know that it's just wasted time. The Knight of Chalices to the King of Wands, this tells me, what is this that landed on my lap? That there might have been arguments or disputes that really we should have been figuring out how to build and heal together. Something about building and healing together versus ignoring it. I feel like we were ignoring it. We were going in internally, but we weren't. We shut our emotions off towards each other. We didn't reflect, like psychologically. We weren't very. It wasn't very constructive. I feel like at times it tried to get there, but it felt wrong, or it felt unaligned. I don't know. I don't know. This one's different. Let's keep going. Here we go. Go to the other tarot. The other tarot. Show me something for Libra. 2024, please. Show me something for Libra 2024. Did you kind of drop somebody, or did somebody drop you? Because it's one of the two. Either you got away from somebody. I feel like somebody backed off. Somebody felt like a situation lost its purpose. The Star card and the Knight of Swords. And now I feel like somebody's starting to move in a direction where they want to manifest something, maybe a brand new beginning. I don't know yet. Temperance. Page of Wands. Somebody definitely felt closed off from the past. Somebody felt separated. Somebody also felt like somebody wouldn't listen. You might have felt like a man wouldn't listen to how you felt. Or the man could have been mad that they felt like you kept your thoughts to yourself. This person was worried about you, it's telling me. Are you via them? But why did it come out like that? This is a very career focused person, so it's either picking up on you that you're very career focused, or it's the other person, or you're both that way. Maybe you both go that way, but it looks like one person tried to hide the way something went down via their career. Somebody didn't give enough time to a situation, and that's the Death card and the Page of Swords, and didn't give enough time to communicate it properly with you. The Two of Swords to the King of Pentacles, it looks like they were more disheveled in their work. Like instead of, it's almost like they put their work in the way of their feelings. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like you've been trying to trust, not letting things bother you or keep you not wanting to get out of bed. You don't show that you want conflict. You have a reading where it's like you've learned things are going to happen, and sometimes in life I can't get over it, but I have to accept it, whatever the fuck that's about. Seven of Cups to the Two of Pentacles, making the decision. The Lovers, maybe letting go of a connection or the understanding, or feeling like something kind of fell apart. It fell apart is what it's telling me. I feel like you're just getting the strength to recognize that it was cut away, and it's not something you need to fear. I also get you're going to be very successful, and you want to focus on happiness. Things of career or love, you go towards career more than you hit love. The emotional acceptance, it makes you feel tired, or you may feel like you need to back off at times. You also may feel like there are people that emotionally, when you go towards them, they'll leave you behind, or they won't fend for you, that they're out for their own best interest. Something like that is what I'm seeing for Libra. Ace of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups upright. So it's like you want to be, I feel like Libra wants to be loved. I'm going to be honest. I feel like you want to be loved. I feel like you want to be feeling like that sacred woman. I feel like you're aware that you want that fucking love. Like, yeah, I feel like that burning desire is something you've been hung up on for quite some time. I don't feel like you're chasing it though. I don't feel like you're going after the blue dragon. I don't feel like you're chasing the Chariot's reversed. I don't feel like you're chasing it. I feel like emotionally you're holding on, you're fending for yourself. And I do feel like you're trying to start over. I do feel like emotionally you're trying to build. And what are you trying to build from? Wait till you see the next card. From letting go of maybe something that happened in the past. You're trying to move on. You're excited about change. What's behind change? There's two more cards. The Seven of Wands. So you're trying to be inspired by change or the changes that can unfold going forward. It's not a bad mindset. But I don't feel a negativity in your reading. I just feel two people that fell apart or grew apart. And something may have, some of you, it could have been something of the past that was really damaging that the other person never dealt with, or something that hurt both of you of the past. And when you tried to align it, enough effort wasn't put in. Something like that. This is what I'm seeing. That's what I have for Libra. Let's keep rolling. Scorpio. Okay. Okay. Scorpio. What do we got? 2024. What's going to happen for Scorpio? This card wants to come out. Let's see. Why does it feel so funny in all the other cards? It almost feels like it's taller than all the other toes. It's doing it again. I'm going to take it out. It doesn't want to sit in the deck right. Okay, you're already here. Fourth card out. Jesus. Nine of Wands, the Emperor, Two of Wands, and the Death. You might have dealt with somebody in the past. I feel like you saw them as a structured, as like the right side. I don't talk like this, but I'm gonna use this to my advantage. And if you could hit the like on your way in, I appreciate it. You might have dealt with somebody in the past. I don't know why I feel like this, but I gotta say it this way: like they were the right settlement, but they were the wrong cookie. I feel like you were. I'm not saying you were settling for less, but I feel like you felt like you found the right one, but you didn't. You didn't. The Two of Wands, over time, you absorbed the reality. Holy shit, you did. Death. It came to a transition where it fell apart. The world fell apart. You became no longer stuck in a situation. You got truth and clarity. You learned your lesson about who the individual was. 9 to the 8 to the Magician. They were lying to you. They were lying. Did you make a decision to cut them out? Because either you, so you're very lucky if they cut you out. But I feel like you had enough discretion, common sense, ingenuity, brain capacity. I think you were the wiser to realize this isn't my flame, this isn't my fire. I gotta find somebody that's gonna commit to me with love and passion. I'm leaving this one out. I'm blowing the candle out. I think you learned a lesson there. And I feel like you're gonna gravitate towards a good relationship. I don't think the investment that you're looking for is happening right now. I don't. Even though this tells me there's a good indication that it's gonna happen. But do I feel like the emotional thing's gonna happen right now? No, I feel like you're gonna be on an emotional streak of success. Focusing on, a lot of you are going to focus on your health this year, or not letting your health get bad, but also you're conditioning your finances. Anything you set out on a goal or a journey to, you're focusing on. Anything you've left behind will stay behind. And these thoughts, I think you've already thought of. You just have to wait for the judgment and the outcome of it. Trust this process. That's what all I'm going to tell you is the judgment, high priestess, judgment, high priestess. That's what you got. Judgment, high priestess, judgment, high priestess. So whether you're a man or a woman, maybe you got to confide in a little more trust within inside of yourself. Or maybe 2024 is going to really ramp and kick you in the ass to do it, because it's what it's looking like. Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be doing it all on your goddamn own. So this is a good thing. It's a good thing. You may have to be patient before you see the growth or the expansion. Don't lie to yourself or give up too early. Whoever needs to hear that, do not cut yourself short. Something like that's important. Emotionally, take the risks. Take the risks, because I feel like you may feel like you're too many setbacks, or I don't have enough money, or trying to juggle. So you may be very aware of something you want, but you're having a hard time getting there. Keep going. Queen of Pentacles tells me you need to keep going. Don't let go of the vision, the focus. Also, your health. Focus on that. You will get away from some people or some relationships. You'll move on from them. They will flourish, or you will just so it's telling me you're going to get away from people and meet new people. Two of Pentacles reversed, the King of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Seven. Uh-oh. What? It's also telling me you're going to be aware of who to travel with or when to go aboard with something. So you're going to start to really pay attention and assess the program, the situation. You're going to identify a lot in 2024. It has a lot to do with you reconciling the past and trusting your own wisdom and judgment and really giving love to yourself. You may also, something about the three fake people. Watch out for a fake group of people who shine you up like a new penny when they really could care less if you were a dusty old nickel. Something like that. Just watch out for that. The strength and the challenge. Stay grounded. Make sure you're eating right. I should be saying that in Leo's reading, because my eating, sleeping is all screwed up compared to what it used to be. Probably why I've lost so much weight. Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands. I don't feel like you're gonna fall in love with the journey. Like it's weird. I don't get a love reading on you. I feel like you're gonna fall in love with what you're doing. The Star. You're not communication. I feel like you're not. I don't see you being emotionally adaptive to success in like a love scenario. I see you being more emotionally attached to something that a project. The right connections in 2024 and seeing it through and needing to be reminded not to let it go. Needing to basically, if you feel like you have to take 2 steps just to take 3 backwards, take a 4th step forwards, even if it takes a while to get from back to the 2 forward steps just to get to the 3rd to the 4th. You may feel that push and pull a little bit. And don't let it get to you. This card keeps not wanting to go in the deck. 9 of Wands. Clarify the 9 of Wands. I'm going to do that real quick. See what happens. Keep working. You'll get what you're striving for, but you've got to put the work in. You'll get the balance, but you, Knight of Pentacles, have to put that work in. I'm done. 6 of Pentacles. You'll get the balance. You'll definitely get it. The celebration may be worth it. You can't stress about it. And don't let things that have already been settled come back around. That's important for you too. Okay, let's go to the other cards for you. Oh, you know why? Because I have a card that belongs to the other deck, you dumbass. That's why. I'm like, why doesn't it fit? Somehow I mixed up one of the cards. Let's see if it comes up for you in this tarot reading. It may, it may not. I don't know. This one will be shorter, but I'll give you a little more. Scorpio. I'm like, there's something wrong here. I didn't even notice. Somehow I mixed them up. I put one in the other. Here we go. So it starts out with you may not rush towards a love situation. It looks like you wouldn't mind a love situation. This makes me feel like you wouldn't mind a love situation, especially with the lovers in front of it. But it doesn't look like you rush towards it with the. So those three make it look like what you wouldn't mind. These three that I start with: the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Cups. It isn't something I feel like you're hung up on. Six Cups being in reverse. I don't feel like you're emotionally stuck on that. I think you're more focused on your goals more than anything, more inspired by them. You're very goal oriented. You have a very strong goal like reading. Like I have to stay on par. I have to stay on track, or I can attain anything. I you have a I don't want to say an overachiever, but a strong belief within inside of yourself. So that's a good natural behavior. Because for you to go for the Four of Pentacles to the Hermit reverse to the Three of Wands, at times it may be hard to doubt how things will turn out. But when you do, I think you think of all the hard work you put in and that you're going to continue to put towards it. The Eight of Wands is like you want it to take off, but it may feel like it's a lonely journey or a lonely road. The King of Wands, you're very passionate about it and passionate about getting what you want, getting the victory. I feel like emotionally you're very struck on it. The Hangman, the Ten of Pentacles. You also you may have to be careful about the company you keep. The Devil is reversed and the Page of Wands. What you say to people or something about who you trust. Who you trust will be, you're going to see in patience. Don't let somebody get the better of you. You know what I'm saying? And make sure when you have communication, it's play-like. It's play-like. I don't feel like you're going to, I don't see you going after that. The love, Ten of Cups reversed. I don't see a love reading for you. I see you needing to be careful with deception around energy around you. I feel like while you're trying to create something that means something to you, you got to be careful around who's right to have around you. Your imagination will expand. I'm seeing the Sun, the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups. You're going to become very creative, but you also may feel like people don't understand you. Or you may feel like, can I trust that they want to move forward with me? Do they really want to build with me? You may be contemplating, do I stick around this or is it the wrong foundation? Do I come or do I go? While you manifest, you'll be back and forth, it says, with ideas and the way you go towards either a project or it looks like a project or an investment, something you're going to invest in. Every time I draw cards on you, it goes to investment and passion for it and wanting to take more risks towards it. It does look like things are going to start to work out. The wheel may not be certain individuals. They may come and go, like this person, the Page of Swords, and you may allow that or may have to just be ready for that. Or you may have already dealt with some of this energy is what I'm getting. Some of you, it was a relationship that whatever you dealt with, you might have started to become like, I got to ground myself. I got to ground myself. I can't get worried. I'm going to let any fear or anxiety not get me off track. Or it might have even felt off track until you started to trust yourself a little bit more, is what this is showing me. Emotionally, stay happy and put the work in. Something about keep putting the work in and continue to that decision. Don't follow anybody who's going to be deceptive. Just move the way you need to move. And anybody who tries to get in the way, they can only get in the way if you allow them to get in the way. And I don't think you're going to let that happen because you have justice. And after justice, you have the Six of Pentacles and balance. You're not going to let anybody throw you off in 2024. You're going to have to be very careful to not let anybody throw you off, Scorpio. Be very, I almost want to say methodical or be very mindful of your thoughts or the perception around you. Be very perceptive to the energies around you. And if it's something you've seen in the past, don't discredit don't discredit the natural wisdom you were born with. Something like that's important because you may be putting that to the test a couple more times throughout 2024 than you expect. That's what I've got for you. Okay. You may have that opportunity. If you asked me, I would tell Scorpio to go for that. I would tell them to go for that all day long. Anytime I can tell somebody to challenge their insight or their intuition, I'm gonna push the shit out of them. So it can't hurt to learn something new, can it? Okay. I mean, I'm sure it can if it's a specific thing, but you get my drift. All right, Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius. If you're watching, please hit that like button. Try to get us to 200 likes before the video ends. It'd be nice if this video was the first 1,000K likes that the channel ever got. It would be nice to see 1K likes. If it happens, it happens. No biggie if it doesn't. Half of them, people are going to be scratching their head like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Maybe. No, I think a lot of people are starting to enjoy the content because they give it time. Maybe my thoughts are right, maybe they're wrong. That's relevant to what I'm saying, I guess. Here we go. Sagittarius. What do we got for you? 2024. No, not doing it. I'm not doing it. Ooh. It's a celebration. The wheel. Emotion. Passion. Decision making. Ooh. Yo, so somebody, you could either connect more with family or a love situation. Or a vacation. I get like a very tropical vibe. Some of you may go on a vacation next year. It's never happened. I've never really viewed the cards like that or focused on all the painting up in such a manner. The King of Swords reversed. You may not feel connected to an air sign emotionally anymore. You may have let go the disarray with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Definitely could have been a Libra, maybe a Gemini or an Aquarius. But I feel like you let go the baggage. Star card. Are you focusing on your manifestations? Are you not getting scorned by that air sign or by whatever sign? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Clarify. I do feel like you're going to continue. We're going to clarify both of these, but we're going to start with the hard one, the ugly one. Three of Swords. I feel like you've reflected. Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Empress. Two of Chalices. You reflected or felt like somebody put you out. You might have felt like somebody in a love situation duped you, put you out, or just didn't respect you, or wanted something else and not you. This is somebody that left you or just made you feel like you weren't satisfactory. Sorry, but this is what it's telling me. The Seven of Swords, the Chariots. This may have been something you experienced. It probably wasn't the most fun thing to go through. It might have felt life-changing or altering, like an ending. It might have made you feel like, was I the problem? Or were they curious, or were they happy with somebody else? Or was there third-party implications? I don't know. But let's go to this. I feel like that's what you dealt with. Let's go to where you're going. Start. Manifestation card for Sagittarius. What's going on? Show me something. What is happening? Something about it, you're letting go of fear. And you may become very good at communicating this year. Communicating either your ideas or your wants. It feels more like wants, to be honest. Not towards love, but the communication, the house of communication is going to be precise or accurate for you. I feel like you have very accurate communication. So you're either going to be very good at listening or giving solid ground advice. The Emperor and Lovers reversed. I don't really feel like you're going to trust a love situation. Potential Gemini, that's not trusting the situation, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with that Emperor card. There could be could be an air or fire sign that you're not trusting. It could have made you feel alone. Eight of Swords. Felt like the blindfolds were on, like you weren't paying attention, like you weren't getting the communication. I feel like you wanted to see growth and expansion. It probably didn't happen. So you got in the boat. You said, you know what? I can't, fool's gold is fool's gold kind of energy. I got to move on. Nine of Swords. I got to close the curtain. Hermit. It took a while to entrust, to come out of that energy, to get the awareness, to gain the attitude, the appetite, to know to move on. Nine of Pentacles. Now you're doing things for yourself. Good for you. Ten of Wands reversed. And I don't feel like you're letting love get the best of you. You're just kind of just going about your day, kind of is what I see. Queen of Pentacles, the Temperance, or trying to. Yeah, it's the Strength card, Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Trying to stay creative, passionate, not let the past bother you, and you know that that's the best way to trust or hindsight to have. That's good for you. I feel like you're paying attention a lot. Very well paying attention. Gonna be intuitive as shit, or be able to really help people as well when it comes to having the right thing to say. I feel like you're letting go of things that were out of your control or that you were putting off. 5 and 5, I feel like you're cutting free of a lack mentality that you may have harbored for too long, whether somebody made you feel that way or you felt that way on your own. I feel like the 10 of Pentacles is saying you're not doing that anymore. You're saying goodbye to that energy. I feel like you're going to go for balance and happiness. This is what I see for you. And go after that balance. Make that decision, because you know what? Regardless, I think you're going to make that decision. I think you're going to make that decision. Also, on a career front, things don't look bad. Things look good for you in a career sense in 2024. And if you something about the cards are telling me, this is my intuition sparking for you. If you were struggling with money in the past, 2024 is a door. It's the change. It's going to start to bring in balance. What might not have worked will change. Three of Wands, Tower, Five of Wands. What might have emotionally upset you or felt like you got the short straw with the Seven of Wands of the past, or emotionally didn't really feel that great, Knight of Chalices in reverse, I'm going to tell you, those judgments, those experiences, they're going to change. They're going to fall off. They're going to fall off, and new growth and expansion is going to happen. I feel like things are going to look up for you this year. Some of you might have had that already happen in 2023 where money increased significantly. I have that energy on you already. Others of you, it's going to increase more, or if you've been waiting to see a big financial increase, 2024 is your year to make it worthwhile. Set the intention, and I bet you'll get it. All right. I couldn't pick up love on you that much, though. It felt like you were just carrying by, like letting go of how it might have made you feel, a love situation, recognizing where you need to do better. That's really good. It's one thing to see somebody else's, how they're either projecting or reflecting their image outward. We all do it our own way. I do shit that I shouldn't do. Everybody does shit that people don't like. People are going to be people. But what I'm saying is, I feel like you really stepped back and kind of looked at the things that you want to focus to do better for yourself. And while doing that, if you could do more for others, you're working your way towards that. Some of you embody that energy all the time. I feel a younger Sagittarius energy where they want to help. They want to help. They want to help. I just get like, I want to help. I want to help. And an older one where I need to focus on doing more to not feel in that bogged down energy of disbelief. So I see different energies working through different things being Sagittarius. That's what I've got right there for you. I can't remember if I already gave you these cards. I have no clue. So let's skip ahead to the video and see what happens. I'm going to just check. I don't know how long I've made your reading. So I'm going to cheat real quick. I don't think I gave you these cards. I'm going to say no. Sagittarius. Going to take some risks. So you may have the opportunity to take risks or have success with new risks or ventures in 2024. The world is your oyster, and the first card that did jump out that I shuffled right back in was the world. So just bear that in mind. You're going to have to, I feel like I'm over it. You're going to have to make a decision. whether you keep your love to yourself or you move forward in a love situation. I feel like you're going to have to make a pretty strong decision in 2024. Do I lend my love out to somebody, or do I keep it at home with me? The Empress. Do I continue to work on myself? I would tell you make the decision to do both. I would tell you to trust that answer too. I would tell you the Empress with the King of Cups to the Two of Swords. I would tell you to trust maybe doing both. Doesn't hurt. If you want one, go for one. If you think you can get, if you think it's worth both, give it a shot. Somebody here watching, and I don't know who this is, but somebody here that watches this now or later knows when it comes to their stability, what the cards are saying, they shouldn't move back to an ex. It's like hostility, or it's just they get along for a little while, then it falls apart. Is what the fucking reading's telling me. That with Judgment to the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords reversed, Four of Wands. It's like they're happy 1 minute, then they're wondering if it's the right decision. Then they're not sure if they're happy. Then the Ten of Wands is reversed. It's like they're trying to. It's back and forth. Do I build it or do I end it? Is it something worth working towards? Is it too goddamn destructive? There's that kind of energy coming out, and it's kind of frustrating me because it's like it's so played out that it's like, what the? It's almost like, did you take your medicine today, Sheila? Take your medicine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Or Thomas, take your meds. I can't deal with your shit today. Kind of energy. It could be the energy of them around you. I'm going to say yes. Both are upright in the same two cards. After shuffling again. I don't see you jumping towards love. I see you more on. I feel like you're going to manifest more of forward movement, progress with. I'm going to tell you career, or something about being more grounded and steady. Hermit card. Almost, I caught it. It fell by my leg. Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Trust, Eight of Wands. It's almost like some of you know that if you were to entertain a situation or fight for that love situation, the judgment would be it would be the same outcome you already dealt with. Look at these cards. The same thing. It wouldn't move forward. It would move backwards. No matter how you feel about it, you get the same cards all over again, even after shuffling. It's not trying to drop your energy. The Emperor is making me feel like you got to move on to be your own boss and find your own love situation. What happened has happened. Don't let it get in the way of where you're going. I feel like you've already had the emotional distraught, the wounds. That's over. Continue to manifest and take lead of where you want to go. Go after the changes and be excited about them while you do it. I feel like that's what you're going to do in 2024. I feel like some of you are already open to the idea, and others of you are working your way up that ladder. That's what I'm getting out of Sagittarius. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Joanne. It was nice to see you. I read your comment. All right. Capricorn. I can't use these cards. I still have Sag's energy. I can use them, but I'll let the cards chill out for a minute. I got to go over, roll up my sleeves. I think I did that for Libra. That's also probably because it's getting hot in here. It's a little too hot in here for me. All right, here we go. Why do I bet you're going to get money? A money reading in 2024. Yeah, like the luckiest zodiac sign on a financial end. Like some of you, it's. I would hate to be the Capricorn, the goat sign, and struggle with money. That would really piss me off. That would be like me being a Leo and not liking to lead or take the lead. You know what I mean? Like if I couldn't do that, I think it would be hard to be a Leo. Or the pride. I have a lot of pride. Fuck yeah. Too much fucking pride sometimes. So for a Capricorn, I think it'd be hard definitely to be in a position of authority or very most Capricorns make good money and they're very intuitive or smart. So those three things, like it would suck to be on the fence and not have that. Let's see what you get, Capricorn, 2024. I'm gonna ask a question and see what happens. Are they avoiding this? Yes or no? Upright yes, reversed is no. Are they avoiding this in 2024? Oh my God. The one that hit the floor is the one that we'll give you. And about 6 slid down on the table. Says no, you're not avoiding it. These are going in the pile. So if there's been, if you, this is strange. 3 to this clarify it. You have a lot of 3 energy. 3, 3, 6. Cut it in half. It's 3. Clarify anything you can for Capricorn. I'm gonna really have to focus on your. Oh, don't do this. I don't want to focus that hard. You're gonna make me like work for your reading, Capricorn. I'm like, you guys are successful and you're great at work, and you're like, yeah, bitch, I'm gonna make you work for mine. I love it. Damn it. 3 chalices, 36. So there may have been times where I do get this energy where there may have been times where you were hoping to get a victory. Friends and love situations. You're getting a little bit of both. You may have been waiting for a victory. Wanting to sing Kumbaya to each other. My Little Sister. I don't know. I just made up the My Little Sister shit. Maybe there's a song called My Little Sister. I don't fucking know. Ring around the fucking rose. Anyways, Kumbaya structure. Trying to make things work. Or might have wanted to mend situations. Getting balance with situations. I don't feel like that worked out. I feel like you moved apart. The Knight of Swords to the Death card. Clarify it. I feel like you cut yourself away from it or you got cut out of the situation. You might have been cut out. This is a you got cut out. So the Knight of Swords to the Death card to the Knight of Wands. So there may have been something you were intrigued by, or groups that you were intrigued by, friends, and you may have felt like they kind of spiraled away from you. Or you might have had events in your life happen where you spiraled away from them. There's a whole nother story there, but I'm not going to do 2 for you. I'm just going to try to get what comes out. The Knight of Wands and the Devil. I feel like you have I feel like you want to rebirth and restructure a situation. I feel like you're starting to recognize you're going to take more risks, go after more things that you're passionate about. I feel like you're going to make this decision. You're definitely going after a lot of passion. I feel like you don't want to fall shy of happiness, especially emotional happiness. You could also know that you need to stay humble and grounded. You have I need to stay humble and grounded, but I need to learn as much as you have a hunger for learning more spiritually / staying more grounded, but also getting more excitement in your reading. Letting the past be the past. Holy shit. Letting it be the past. Not moving towards things you've already dealt with. Emotionally being strong enough to see through it. Knowing the things that hurt you. Those 10 of Wand issues that hurt you. The King of Swords, you're cutting free of it. The Wheel. I feel like you've decided, I have to move on. This sorrow shit for this love situation or the lack of, it's for the fucking birds. It's not the outcome. I'm not going to bury myself in this, is what I'm feeling. Queen of Swords, the Magician. I feel like you shouldn't lie to yourself about how you feel about it either. The 7 of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. You may feel like you weren't told everything or somebody was harsh towards you or cheated on you. 4 of Pentacles, balance. Could have been another earth sign, air sign, fire sign that did this to you, by the way. The Tower. You're really looking for changes and wanting those changes to show up. Emotional changes and the right partner. Something about emotional changes and the right connection to show up. Or being ready for it. Something like that. Going top and bottom for a while. I don't feel like you want to be stuck with thoughts that upset you or with lack of direction in foundation or fortune, whatever that's about. See, fortune So it's fortune, it's thoughts, and it's love. I feel like you're just trying to move on or scurry on your own way, and you're trying to trust the process as it comes. Some of you, when you've been left out in the cold, or you felt like there's a distance. So I feel like you may have felt at distance with situations and lost your patience with it, and now it's going to start to unflourish. It's going to take its time. So there's love coming, but it's going to take it's going to take longer than anybody else is reading from what it's showing me. The King of Pentacles is reversed. The Moon is reversed. The Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Chalices. The message I have for you is not to worry about what you've been through, but to continue to strive through what you can do. Just because things didn't work out or it was hard on your own doesn't mean you can't manifest the emotional response of financial gain and a love chapter that's worth it for you. The past is here to teach us lessons, help us grow in the right direction to move forward, bring and establish the brand new, young, committed energy, committal communications. Start again, like opening that blind every morning, getting up, opening that window, or looking out the window, giving it another shot. You could be stressed out a little bit too. It's telling me about it reoccurring. Don't worry about the stresses of things that are out of your control in 2024. Worry about the things that excite you, that you're creatively passionate about. This will lead you down the right path towards a person. I don't know why I felt the need to say that towards the end. Don't, in other words, don't oversteer. Don't count something out, or don't, don't put a lock and bolt on the things that you could have before they happen. Keep a clear mindset and rush towards that direction is what I'm going to tell you. Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Stay very creative and optimistic. The more you do that, the more you'll be aware that you're going to get what you want. The Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Moon card. What is this? The things that have been burdens or the changes that you've wanted to see, they'll show up. But you may have to put down the things that hurt you or bother you. Something about let go. Let it be part of your past. This is what I'm getting. Don't stress about it. Start anew. You got to start anew. Move in a direction of new. And don't feel the page is about learning and starting all over again. That's what I feel like you need to do. Some of you. Maybe not all of you. Maybe this is about, maybe I'm getting the energy of somebody around you. Maybe this isn't your reading, but it feels like you need to start fresh. And you're going to start fresh. I feel like you will start fresh. You may have to trust the process, though. The Hermit's here. You may have to trust the process and not let the past, don't let history repeat itself with what you want. Emotionally, you know what you want to manifest. That's all I've got right now. I'm going to the other deck now. You know what you want to manifest. Maybe it's just emotional support, an emotional support system. Maybe it's a little bit of financial help or better health. But it does look like it has something to do with love and seeing it grow, expand. And that's what I was feeling on you. Okay, let's go to the other one. Here we go. Oh my God, you showed up. One split. Capricorn, baby. There you are. There you go. On the deck, too. Here we go. Capricorn. 78 cards, and you show up with one split. The first split, too, right after I'm talking directly to you. Yeah, Cappy. Card stood up. You're getting that one. The Lovers. It was the other card I was going to show you, but I didn't show you. So this is in the reverse. So love may feel like it's been kind of foggy, is what that tells me. I feel like a lack of it. Maybe a lack of it building the Emperor. It's been on your mind, though, and you want to see change. The Eight of Cups is reversed. The King of Swords, you haven't seen the changes you want or that excite you, is what your reading's telling me. So it tells me you want love, but the changes haven't erupted yet. The changes that you want to see settle or happen, they haven't shown up. Queen of Swords doesn't mean they can't. Remind yourself that. Doesn't mean they can't. Whoever that's for. Four of Wands, believe in the fact that it's out there. Also, do not stress about the things that have not yet come. Just focus on the things that emotionally you've outgrown or gotten stronger all in front of, and then go after the relationships, then enjoy the celebrations. This is what I have for you, Capricorn. I feel like this is a good mindset for you. I feel like this helps you get out of any chaotic energy or any upset energy. That was behind that, but I dropped it on top because I pulled two, so I was still going to give it to you. Eight of Pentacles. There may have been times where emotionally you felt like when it came to building a love situation, it wasn't going to happen or wasn't going to show up. All four cards are reversed. The building of the happiness. The Ten of Cups with being Ten of Cups, but having the awareness that it's not showing up with the Ten of Pentacles. The white picket fence, the home, the love situation. I would tell yourself, just if things, or if you started to have it and it fell apart, don't worry about it. Don't get too stuck up on it. Just get stuck up on what you want and see what happens in 2024. Because guess what? I think you're going to manifest something beautiful. I don't want to ruin your reading. Ooh, I'm so nervous. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really nervous, but let's see what we get. Star card. Ooh, came flying out. You may have to really stay grounded and just move in a direction where emotionally you remember the investments that are important to you. Remember what you've learned and to believe you can get love. That's the last card that came out. You started with what you want to manifest. What do you want to manifest? A brand new love situation. Yes, I get that. But before those cards, you had this. Does it seem like it's out of reach or it's been long? It's dead and gone. You know that song by Timberlake? Oh, dead and gone. I can't sing, so we're not going to do that. But the Nine of Pentacles to the Three of Swords to the Ace of Wands, I feel like that is a way of, I feel like it's showing me that you've gotten over the battles of being hurt in love. And now it's time to get excited about creating an opportunity in love that you may have kind of let go of. I don't think it was your full focus for a while. I don't feel like you got stuck on it. I feel like you might have been stuck on it at one point. You might have had to learn some stuff and then let it go. You realize I got to let this go and I got to put the work in. What kind of work did you put in? Building, working on yourself, maybe even trusting yourself or trying to do things that make you feel better. Letting go, not lying to yourself about how things went down. Two of Wands is reversed with the Page of Wands. You might have broke away from people for a while. Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Magician. You may not have trusted people for a while. You may have needed to do your own thing for a while and said, I don't trust anybody and I don't want to worry about anybody. I may have to do things on my own, for whoever that's for. And now I feel like you're going to start picking up the pieces where you left off. You're also going to start wanting to, I feel like you want to focus on love for some reason. And you know that. Trust whatever you want. If you can't fear it though. Something about the High Priestess and the Six of Wands, if you fear it, it will fail every time. I don't know why I need to say it like that, but don't fear it. What's happened is behind you. Don't let your imagination get the best of you. You've already dealt with the hard times. Focus on the judgments that have yet to come or the truth and clarity that you will receive. It may take time. This isn't going to happen overnight, but don't get discouraged or move away from it because I feel like you may have felt like that was the right choice. I'm going to tell you it wasn't. In the past, it wasn't. The right choice was getting more committed towards making a different choice. All right. Here we go. I don't know. That one felt kind of wonky. That one was hard for me to read into. I didn't even try it. I got to a point where I'm just going to let it rip. All right. Wait a minute. We're not on Pisces. Oh, these are out of order. Aquarius. Capricorn, Pisces. Somehow my list jumped around. I think I did it a while ago. I just never fixed it. I thought I did, though. I thought last time I read it was fast. Before, because I don't think I had to jump over Aquarius. Or, excuse me. I don't think Aquarius showed up after. Here we go. Aquarius 2024. Trust your guts, Aquarius. Definitely trust your guts. I've seen the change. I've seen the Hermit card. And I saw the High Priestess, which is right here. I kept seeing that one. I kept seeing the Hermit, and I kept seeing change. Trust yourself. Be strong, strong. Oh my God, trust yourself, Aquarius. This year is about trusting yourself. Some of you stay fearlessly independent, whatever that's about. Make the decision. Others of you may have heard about passing. I don't know why, but you may have heard of something passing, somebody passing on. I'm going to say within the first 4 months. I don't know. I 4 to 6, but I see 4. Don't stress about things that emotionally may feel like they just don't let arguments get the best of you. Is what I'm seeing. I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to be very dedicated to either family or children, family values and money. I get family and child. I keep saying family and child, children and money, and it could be a guy doing that. Children and money. Nine of Wands, telling stories or good practices. 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. Woman's kind of mirroring your energy. Woman's trying to stay grounded. 8 of Chalices. Emotionally, though, not saying much. So if you're an Aquarius woman, you may not speak to a lot of people, or let a lot of people in your, like, you may not have a close knit circle where you talk to them every day. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but whatever. The Sun, the 7 of Pentacles. Give it to him. Put it over here. 2 of Swords. The Sun, the 7 of Pentacles, balance. 2 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles. 7. So you may have felt like you may have had a worried energy about things working out or changing for the better. Don't think like that. Just go after what you want. This is telling me if you were thinking about something not working out, because that's what it shows me down there, don't do that. Don't distract your mind. Knight of Wands. Make a decision to go after what you want. You also may have felt like I want to say this is strange, in between worlds or out of place with people for a while for some of you. Some of you may have felt like in between worlds, or like you weren't matching up, your mentality wasn't meeting at the door or the same frequency or level as somebody else, and it was probably getting on your nerves. Four of Chalices, 10. The Emperor reverse, 5 of Pentacles. You may have heard of somebody being kind of a jerk to a woman. Watch out for that in 2024, if it didn't already happen. The Queen of Pentacles to the Chariot, Page of Chalices, the Moon reversed. The Hanged Man, 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, Clarifier. 6, 2, 10. You also may establish. So I feel like you're gonna recognize. You may see people that look good on the outside, but they're not happy in a relationship. You may see relationships flourish around you where they're not happy. Or I hope that's not your relationship. It doesn't feel like your relationship. I don't feel like I'm getting your relationship. I feel like it's an outside energy. The Page of Swords to the 5 of Wands, the Empress to the 6 of. You may have told somebody that if they went to somebody, back to somebody, they just end up moving on or hurting themselves. Or you may have to tell somebody that. That's what the tarot is telling me. You might have already said this. You may have to say it again. I don't know, but that's what the tarot keeps showing me. It keeps bringing up somebody else's energy for you trying to help them. Here we go. Maybe it already happened. Maybe it's going to happen again. Let's see what you get. All I know is you keep getting the Strength card, and you keep getting the Priestess together on a shuffle. So, let's see what's going on. Clarify it for Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius 2024? What do we got? What's the message for Aquarius? I almost feel the need to tell you to lead the way. I think next year you're going to be making the right judgment calls. Even if you're doubting yourself, some of you don't cut yourself short. I'm going to tell you something that sideline spiritually, you're probably going to be very in tune spiritually. I feel like spiritually you're going to be very in tune. If you're willing to do it, I feel like it's yours to, like, you're going to do a very good thing like become very connected spiritually. Could be a woman that's going to get that. Empress. Oh, it did want to come up. The Ten of Chalices kept sticking its nose in my face. The Ten of Chalices reversed. The Page of Chalices. And you're going to do very good at not letting things get to you. And this is a woman that's coming out. I feel like you're going to have to really stand up for yourself or for others, but you're going to do very well at reading into situations is what it's holy shit, it's telling me you're going to be able to read the shit. Like, basically, you're going to be able to see everything under the sun is what I'm getting. You're going to know if something's unhealthy or if it's worth working towards. Something like that is what I see for you. You're going to be very intuitive. Like, I don't feel like, I feel like this is all throughout the year. Whether it's a couple months here, a couple weeks there, a couple months here, it seems like you have this clarifying if you can for them. Maybe it's because you're letting go of stress. You could be letting go of things that stressed you out. The Queen of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, money issues, Queen of Wands reversed, being stressed out in general. Or you letting go of something a risk that it could be a risk you wanted to take. You were nervous if it was the right option. Don't be nervous. Let that go. The more you let go, the more you learn. If I was to answer a question for you, if you're a single Aquarius, is love coming towards you now? If you've been single and you've been single for a while, I think you're going to invest in helping people, being a healer for people for a while. Love may show up later on, but right now, no. Your answer is straight up hell no. Like what I just did, no. I felt like the energy of the people that are going to connect with this Aquarius read, you're going to be helping people and helping yourself this year a lot. And then you'll get to maybe a love situation. Maybe then you'll take a leap of faith towards lover's lane. But right now, it's about you having that strong movement. Something about knowing you need to do that. Maybe helping others, but also helping yourself. I keep getting that energy on you. I can't drop it. Give me something else. And work on anything that may scare you. If something makes you feel fearful, challenge how to overcome it, whoever that's for, whether it's falling in love or there you are, or just manifesting. Could it be falling in love or starting over or taking the time to invest in it? Something like that. I don't know. Here we go. This is for you. Those fears, they're not going to give you the right judgment. They're not going to give you the right awareness. They're not going to give you the right emotional contentment to get to happiness. And I feel like you need to hear that. Don't feel afraid to go after. Don't be content. Don't let things get in the way of your happiness. I almost want to say don't become contentious. If that's the right word, I don't know. Just work on the things you want, and don't let things emotionally rock you. You're gonna have times that upset you or make you feel like I can't deal with this. We all go through that. But with the 7 and the 10, it's not going to be any battles you haven't already endured or fought through. So just be aware of that. And I'm going to tell you, your intuition's going to walk you through this shit. Between that, the manifestation card, your own card, and you getting the intuition card several times in my last reading, I feel like things are going to work out in your favor. If anybody's got like the sprinkle fairy dust of powerful intuition or extra help on a level of awareness through psyche, it's probably Aquarius in 2024. I feel like 2024 is your year to build your intuition, your development, your spiritual growth. That's what I have for you. I'm going to do Pisces. Pisces. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Pisces. Oh, coffee is so gross when the ice melts. I can't believe I even drank it. I'm like, ugh. Pisces 2024. Pisces 2024. What's the message for Pisces? Ooh. Wanting to be playful, are we? Might want to build a relationship or build a bridge, whatever that's about. Let's see. Pisces, what is your message for 2024? They didn't want to sit in. I'm going to give it to you. Did you let go of an air sign, fire sign, or a water sign? Because that's what it says. I feel like there was something you were really hoping to work with. Could have been an Aquarius. Could have been a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Could have been a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Or could have been maybe even a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You got every card in one shot. So when I was shuffling, all your cards, Pisces, aligned together. All these cards. Out of 78, 4 of them decided to stand up like that. So I grabbed them. And the ironic part is they were all reversed. And they were every element. Maybe it's just trying to let you know you have the element of surprise this year. Maybe it's to know that if things felt wrong or you felt deceived, lied to, I feel like those things are behind you now. The things that didn't work out are behind you. Things that you wanted to move towards, you're not going to be fooled in 2024. I think you're going to really stand your ground. I also feel like you need to focus on being strong about going towards a new chapter and admiring your strengths and working on the things that are going to excite you. I do feel like I get the weird message. I feel like I need to tell you to be grounded, but also be on the move. Why? Because of the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Stay grounded and humble, but be on the move. Be on the move. Put yourself in places, situations. Do more for yourself this year. I feel like the top 4 cards are telling me you let go of something that hurt you. Somebody you may have felt like you were with somebody, you're going to be with somebody for the rest of your life, and it didn't pan out. That's a hell no. And then they didn't treat you right over here. Don't like that. But over here is where I feel like they want you to go. like this is, I like where it's going. But who knows what's going to come out. Let's put these away up here. Let's move these up. And four wands, celebrations. Clarify anything you can for Pisces. High Priestess. Okay. So you may have to trust taking risks with new celebrations or going after them. I'm going to tell you going after them. Give it a shot kind of energy this year. Some of you may still have your emotions wrapped up in a fire sign or a water sign. Whether you know it or don't is what this tells me. It won't stay like that forever. If you feel brokenhearted or betrayed or hurt, let it go. You know what? Let it be part of your past. Enjoy the new atmosphere or the new love offer that wants to come play with you. It's simple as pie. Simple as that. I feel like that's the right direction to build towards. Not something that upsets you or made you feel ungrounded or may have lacked passion or integrity or honesty for you. I don't usually use integrity and honesty with balance, but I can. It's a black tree and a white tree. With no dark, there's no light. Your emotions, you might have been played with a little bit in the last go around. It is what it shows me. With the 7 of Wands, the Death card, and the High Priestess reversed. I feel like you're over it. You're out of that situation. It's behind you. Whatever it was, could have been, definitely could have been a fire sign. Keep getting a lot of fire energy on you. 5 of Wands or a water sign. 5. What I say? Queen of Cups. Could have definitely been whatever the conflict is. It wasn't really something you were supposed to stew on forever. It was supposed to be something that became part of your past. It's supposed to be something that kind of enlightens you to focus on the victories you can have, the excitements that have yet to show up. You just got to focus on making that decision and not get stuck or ill-mannered on the thoughts of what could have been or why did that happen. Don't spilt milk is spilt milk kind of energy. I do feel like emotionally it took you for a ride. Page of Wands, you may have cut ties with them or they cut ties with you. You don't speak to this person is what this card tells me. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Queen of Swords, 9 of Wands. We'll check that one out in a second. Ace of Cups. Hit me in the face. 10 of Swords. So it's like you might have been back and forth too. Like, are they going to open up and talk to me? You wanted them to talk to me. This tells me, are they going to speak to me? Nine of Swords, you're not getting any word. They're not, there's too much. No, it's back and forth. You're Queen of Wands. Were you waiting to hear from them? Could they have been a fire or water sign? Like I said, potentially, maybe an air sign. Who knows? Or even an earth. I don't know. It's your story. Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor reversed. I feel like it wasn't your ticket. It wasn't the one you were supposed to move closer towards. And I think over time, you became aware they weren't your lover. I think over time, this is your card. I feel like you became aware they weren't the one that was going to fill the cup up. It was going to come to abrupt halt. You may be very focused on finances this year as well. Something about getting finances, or communicating about maybe going for a job interview for some of you, or making more money somehow, bringing more money to the table, or looking to figure out how to manifest how you're going to do that. Something like that shows up, but mostly an old situation showed up. So it just tells me there's an old situation you're over. Let's see what you get. I'm curious. Oh, I want to put these together. I want all these together. All the time. All right, here we go. Pisces. Woo-hoo. You're going to trust you. Intuition time. Intuition check. That's intuition and Page of Pentacles. Let's see what happens. Maybe you're going to get spiritual or aim to learn more spiritually. I feel like you will. I feel like this year you'll get more curious spiritually. The Lovers is reversed. The Queen of Wands is reversed. And I feel like you don't want to stress about love this year. I feel like emotionally, you're like, no, that's for that. Why would I do that? You may feel like it's the wrong thing to do, or no, you shouldn't do that. I feel like you're going to know that you can't stress about love. So you know you want love, but you're not going to stress about it, is what it's telling me. It tells me you're not going to stress about the foundation or the start of building it, but you're looking at building it, and you're knowing what you want. That's Two of Cups. That's a love situation. It's getting what you want. So you know you want it, but you're not going to get hung up on it, or you're going to try your best not to let it bother you. 2024. Show me something else for Pisces. I would tell you, go with that thought. Don't let it get to you. Whatever happened because it was meant to happen. Something about that was, you were meant to experience it so you could experience something else. Something needed to show you something. Maybe you had to see what wasn't fighting for you in love so you could fall in love with the right person. Strength, Nine of Swords. Don't have any anxiety and embrace the change. Embrace the change and let the change help you grow or expand you. Build with the change. Pisces 2024. Ooh, I should have just grabbed it. You will be curious about. So you could be wanting to go to school or know somebody going to school, or you could just be curious about learning more in general, gaining more. You have a lot of stability on your side. You may hear of somebody who has a health situation pop up, flare-ups of health. I feel like the need to tell you, you can't be worried about what happened in the past. Some of you, if you're hung up on a situation, even if you tell yourself you're over it, don't be worried about what happened in the past and focus on what can happen in the future. Because this shows me like I'm hung up on her. I say I'm not hung up, but I am hung up. I'm afraid to move forward a little more than I want to admit. And it's funny, I say that, and look what the next card was. Trying to become unhung. The Hanged Man reversed. Oh, Jesus. But that's what it's showing me. It was on the bottom of the deck, Judgment. You can't focus on that. The Hermit. Dwell on your spiritualism, dwell on what you want to manifest, and let nothing strike you shy of the ability that's bestowed upon you and your intuition, your power. I'm done. I'm not going any further. This is your reading. That's what I have for you. I feel the necessary need to say, trust yourself this year. You need to trust yourself and take risks. Take calculated and logical and common sense risks, and be practical and think of your feelings before anybody else's, so nobody can run yours through the mud. Do that for me, and then go with what I told you. Do the last part and then do the rest. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. I hope they made some sense to you. Pisces waited all that much time. Give me a prediction for Pisces 2024. Last thing I'm going to do. Give me a prediction for Pisces 2024. Anything they need to see. Give me a little prediction for them right now. Cut free of anything that feels toxic or feels like it weighs you down. Three of Wands. Don't let it be a burden. Four of Cups reversed. The Lover. It's a love situation. You're cutting free of something that hurt you. You're cutting free of it. Whether it hurt you 20 years ago, whether it hurt you 2 months ago, whether it hurt you 2 years ago. You're cutting free of it. And the message here is that King of Swords is stay cut free of it. Move on. Be the wolf. Be the wolf. The Devil and the Three of Wands. Don't let something don't entertain something that's not worth your time. The Four of Cups to the Lovers. Because whatever it was, it had you. It had you, and you're not supposed to look back at it. You're supposed to embody the energy of taking care of yourself. Seven of Cups. The past has taught you a lesson. That person wasn't in it to win it. Person could have definitely been a water sign or a fire sign. Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, Six of Cups. Truth and clarity. You have truth and clarity about what went down. It might have made you feel like it might have had your all back and forth with how you felt on it. Might have intrigued you to figure out if you could solve the issue, be a problem solver. That wasn't your problem to solve. You weren't in an issue. Somebody just wasn't ready to settle down is what it's telling me. The Chariot reverse, that's a hell no. And you let it get the best of you. But now I see you need to focus on letting go of what somebody treated you like and move towards something better. Something you can manifest. A real boss, somebody who will want to take care of you, somebody who will be glad that you manifested them and they manifested you. So in other words, I hate to say it, I think you, and your card's right here, I think you became aware there was a relationship that you started with where they weren't in it to win it. They didn't manifest that situation maybe as much as you did, or it wasn't. It was more of a in and out. You know what that is. They wanted sex. All right. I read you guys tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all. Please remember to hit the like button. I'll catch you later. I'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye.